Sometimes things are just that important.
It's time, once again, for another episode of the Couch and Serenno podcast. Go.
Sometimes things are just that important.
It's time, once again, for another episode of the Couch and Serenno podcast. Go. Public, that's huge. Alright,
Yeah.
so, what does everybody think about that?
You're talking about like the rebranding, right? Like
The Lucasfilm rebranding.
I think it's pretty good. It's pretty cool.
It is
I wonder how long.
huge,
I
it's
wonder how long
huge.
they've been planning this. Actually, do we know-
Honestly,
do,
yeah.
do you have any idea?
I think at least like a year, because they said
At least a year.
they've been in development for like at least a year, yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, that's good.
No, it's definitely exciting. I'm pretty stoked. I think it was. Oh, man, the whole trailer for the rebranding thing kind of made me angry though. Not gonna lie. How like it went into like.
You tell?
You already know. You already saw. Like we had this discussion in the group chat. But like whenever they were like, oh, this whole era of games, and then it was like Battlefront 2. Fallen Order,
Yeah, and there's just four.
and then Fortnite, and then like Galaxy of Heroes, and then like it
They had
counted,
enough to show Jedi Knight Jedi Academy as well.
Yeah, they did have that. Yeah. Playing Sims too, they have the Sims.
like there's like a real defining era of this game, and that's the thing. I don't know. It kind of throws me off too whenever a company refers to something as an era like themselves, you know, because like whenever you think about like, oh, this era, you look back on it, you know what I mean? Like it's not something like a new era, but I don't know. We'll see. I am excited. It's a lot of they're saying some big stuff right now, and I'm pretty hyped.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
It's just,
Yeah,
this is so huge. This is something we've been wanting for so
It has.
long.
We've
Us, obviously,
Yes.
yeah. Just for them to just finally just unleash the floodgates and let anyone they want make a Star Wars game, it's huge. Well, obviously not anyone, but they're obviously
Yeah.
gonna
Did
have
you
to work
guys-
with
More
some
than
games.
just EA.
Yeah, but they've said that, like, yeah. Go ahead, though.
Did you guys see the thread that was like a different video game company saying like, oh, we want to make a Star Wars game? Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've seen that, yeah.
That was awesome. That made me so happy. But we've talked about this before on the podcast too, because I don't remember which podcast it was, but like I had shown clips of like the canceled Battlefront games, and like we talked about like if Activision was to get like a license or a hold on the Star Wars
Oh,
license
yeah,
in
yeah,
competition
Yeah,
with EA.
they could
Like
do like
we've
a
talked
Republic
about this.
Commando like, remake.
The Star Wars
Oh, yeah,
Call of
they-
Duty,
yeah.
all
Yeah, I
that
can see
stuff,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Man.
yeah, it's exciting.
That would be something, yeah.
Yeah. Definitely like a breath of fresh air now that it isn't just restricted to EA of all companies, and yeah, we can just see just some more like good, unique ideas within the Star Wars gaming license. Like it's definitely something we all
I mean,
want to
granted,
see.
yeah, like Ubisoft isn't like the best choice to get from EA, but it's
Yeah,
not
but
EA,
if
so it's,
Yeah, you don't think of creativity, you don't think of Ubisoft, yeah.
you gotta take
like,
baby steps.
yeah, you know, start somewhere, I suppose, yeah.
The fact that
Um,
Star Wars is like such a money, like it's such a golden goose for them. Like, and the fact that they've like messed it up as bad as they have is just mind-boggling to me.
Yeah,
I know what you mean.
They can
man.
literally do remasters of every game, and it's like hot
Yeah.
cakes.
Yeah.
That's so
So it
true,
could,
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying, Bryce?
Oh no, I mean like what you meant by EA or Disney in general.
Both. Well, I meant Disney.
Yeah.
Like, just giving the license to EA, like just restricting it to EA in the first place was such a bad.
That was
decision.
it was so bizarre too. Like, why would you do that?
Like, how much money did they have to pay for that? Like, it shouldn't. There
They
shouldn't.
must have offered a lot of money for that, because there's no way Disney would be like, alright, we should give this to one developer.
Yeah.
Who should we give it to?
That's
They're
ridiculous.
like, yay, that'll work. It's just, it's so bizarre, but yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Maybe it's part of a conspiracy to like take heat off of the movies.
I don't think they do a good job either. Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't do well, but yeah, sure.
Hey,
Well,
Obi-Wan.
we really just.
Oh. Never mind.
Yeah.
We're good.
Easy dubs, easy
That's
dubs.
quick.
Yeah. Man, it actually makes me very upset that this game that you can't that you can't switch the attack and defense phases per era, like how it's all set like that. Anyway,
Yeah.
so they also announced. Was it LucasArts? Is it the what is it actually called? Is it Lucasfilm Games? Is that what it's called?
It's
now?
Lucasfilm
it's
Games, yeah.
Lucasfilm Games. Are they the ones that announced the Indiana Jones games from Bethesda?
Yeah.
Yes,
That is them.
they
the
are
Ubisoft
behind
game
it,
pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah, that and the Ubisoft game. But first, the fact that they're working with Bethesda is huge.
Mhm.
That is.
Yeah.
That means
man.
it's gonna be Xbox exclusive.
Oh, true.
I
That
think
doesn't mean
Xbox Game
that.
Pass game.
I don't
know
I think,
about
I think
that.
more of an Xbox Game Pass game.
Yeah,
Could be.
I can see that,
Like,
but I
that
don't think
more
it's gonna be
likely than
exclusive.
not. I don't think Xbox is that.
In my personal opinion, I don't think they're gonna pay $4 billion just to have it on every platform. I don't think. they're
We'll
going
see
in
what
that
happens, but
direction.
it's just I don't. I mean, with the license of Indiana Jones, I don't think they're gonna restrict it to one console.
Yeah,
Man,
I
that's
mean,
crazy.
Phil Spencer. Like
That's
Phil
true,
Spencer's,
but
like,
they
doesn't
did that
seem
with
to be.
Spider-Man.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. They did that with Spider-Man.
Yeah, but then again,
that's
like,
it.
Oh, that's
But
true.
Sony owns Spider-Man. Yeah, that's something
fair.
else.
That's a fair point.
And then like Phil Spencer
Yeah, that's true.
just seems to like he wants to take Xbox in, like a more like I suppose what would be the term friendly approach, you know, allowing more
But that means
User-friendly.
accessibility.
you can play it, and
You
so
know.
does iPhone, or like mobile players can play it.
Yeah.
Just everyone except like Nintendo and PlayStation, pretty much.
Is I don't know. We'll see though. Yeah, no. It would be interesting if that would be a. I mean, I wouldn't even be mad.
I mean,
by
yeah, I
that.
mean, I don't care if
That'll
it is
be
or
a
not,
big
'cause either
thing.
way I'll be able to play it, because it'll be
Yeah.
in Game Pass, so.
But that'd be a big play. That'd be a really
Yeah.
big play if they do that.
I did see
Um,
his tweet, like, saying how, like, there was, like, Lara Croft, because, like, Lara Croft was, like, a knockoff Indy, then Nathan Drake was a knockoff of Indy, and Lara Croft, and now Xbox just have Indy. Like, yeah,
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's so true.
that's pretty insane.
Yeah, no. I remember I told you this in chat that yeah, this game is for you because you
Yeah.
said that you were just thinking about it the other day and you were talking
Yeah,
about it on the podcast.
Pretty
how
big
much,
indie fan.
like
and
yeah. Yeah, no.
There was a lot of stuff in the teaser, by the way, that I
Yeah.
myself definitely picked up on.
Yeah, I can
on the
imagine. It's
postcard.
probably just chocked full of.
Yeah, on the
Easter eggs.
postcard it says Rome, Italy, 1937. Which that means is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
Oh,
His
snap. Are you sure?
Raiders is
Hold on.
1936.
Well, are you sure that's gonna be set then? Set that at that specific time, or are you sure that it's not gonna be like spanning an entire like, you know?
I'm sure that's when it will like start, like first bit of the game at least.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
span longer. Yeah.
maybe.
I'm actually like
Pretty
similarly
sure
paced to
Last
the
Crusade
movies.
was 38 or 40, I forget.
Man, I love the Indiana Jones movies. They're so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only seen one, and
What?
I hear it's arguably the best.
Oh my God, Chris!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how I forget this every time. You just need to watch
Yeah.
What the heck? Oh my God.
Yeah, I probably will end up watching them at some point.
It's honestly the best combo. It's like Steven Spielberg directing and Lucas is like the story guy. He's the writer. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm really happy for everyone who likes the Indiana Jones movies. I mean, like this, obviously.
This
you
is a
guys,
win.
I mean, when was the last time Indiana Jones had a game? Was it Lego Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Woo!
beat those games like one night. I swear, man.
Yeah.
That was like
Yeah,
the
the
first
other
game
day.
I speedrun. I remember my brother was like telling me that. One day. Yeah, I speed that game all night.
To be fair, there hasn't been one bad indie game.
Really hasn't.
It's
Like,
like
I can't think of it.
The Empress Tomb, that's great. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, good for you guys. Happy for you.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a
Maybe
game
it's,
for
it's
me.
like a
I'm not
it's like a
familiar with the
canon
source
story.
material.
Like, yeah, I'm not sure who actually voiced Indy. I kind of hope it's someone new though, even though I love Harrison, but it means it can.
Oh, I mean,
last a
yeah,
lot
he's
longer.
Yeah, like there's a lot of
He's
ways
nearly
they can do
80,
it.
yeah.
well, they have to.
Time to
Have,
make Indy 5. Yeah.
I feel like they should have
it'd be
Harrison
old.
in there at some way, but I do understand
Yeah.
that this is a game. So
Yeah.
Maybe like an
I
old
mean,
man
I
Indiana Jones.
prefer him to voice him, but yeah, just don't think that'll happen.
Definitely.
And plus, that'll cost a lot of money knowing him.
yeah,
And it's expensive.
Yeah. But he did also say he didn't want he literally like, after he dies he doesn't want anyone to play Indy other than him. So
That's
They're gonna have to reanimate him. Just so he's in Indiana Jones movie.
just deep fake him on everyone.
Oh man.
Oh man, Harrison Ford. What a guy.
Yeah, he's a
I
real
did say
legend.
also like I really want to see them use the whip properly. Because in the
Oh,
other
yeah.
games they kind of had it as a silly gimmick, and he just went around with like a revolver or like a shotgun, which is kind of stupid. It's like,
Yeah, like, use it
imagine
for, like,
like if he
puzzles
could
and
like
so
use
on
his
and so
whip
forth.
to like disarm enemies or literally
I'm pretty
whip
sure you can
people
do
and
that in
actually
Lego games.
damage them. You can do it in the Lego game, but you can't do it in any other game for some reason.
they gotta have it
Stupid.
have very satisfying crack too. Has to be like a very.
Oh
satisfying
yeah,
whip
that has to
crack.
be very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's important.
Yeah.
It's like the same level of like lightsaber noise to what Indy is.
yeah.
Have like the right whoosh noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Um.
And he's got
Even
a
as the-
scene where he's going under a door and he forgets his hat and he grabs it as it shuts. That has to happen.
Something like that.
It's
Something
like in
just-
every film, pretty much.
No ticket. Sorry, just random. just random scene just popped into my head. I love that scene. Anyway, I won't spoil that for Chris.
The actual Temple of Doom when that was announced, that's great.
What was I gonna say? This is a Bethesda game though.
Yeah,
so-
it's gonna be so buggy. It's gonna. There's
Has
no
to get
denying
to,
that.
have
Yeah.
to get there.
Prepare
somehow.
yourself. Yeah, prepare
So usually I'd
yourselves
think
now.
that, but I think
Oh
like Angel that Microsoft is.
no, you need to get hope. You need to
Like some
crush
of
that
their
hope right
sins.
now. You need to crush it.
Well, I just don't want to
Set
play
your
indie games.
expectations.
Set your expectations like CG Project Red Dead, and we'll just
Red
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh man. I mean, it's not being made by the same studio that makes all their
Oh yeah, true.
RPGs.
Yeah, it's made by Wolf.
True,
So,
true.
yeah.
True, true.
It's
Yeah,
like
Wolfenstein is a good game.
Wolfenstein
They're
and stuff like that.
Wolfenstein games. Yeah, they're actually really
Yeah.
good games actually.
I haven't
That's
played
really good.
Wolfenstein.
It's perfect for them as well, because that was like all about Nazis and ironic that they're making a game as
Oh, yeah.
against
Oh, my.
Nazis.
Yeah, I think of Nazis every time I think of Bethesda. Yeah.
Yeah.
Correlation.
It-
Like,
Yeah.
They do make good games though. They have made it good. The Wolfenstein games are pretty good from what I can tell. So, like they have a
It's
good
Dooku.
track record.
Sorry.
This has to.
yeah, I've never played any of the Wolfenstein games, but I do hear that the newest ones were pretty good, except for
Yeah.
that I forget what the name of it, but
Is it a DLC? I'm pretty sure.
Mm.
Okay.
maybe I don't know. I know nothing about them, but I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, well, I'll have to try them out, definitely.
Yeah. So I have.
Try Game Pass,
Yeah,
I'm
honestly,
pretty
yeah.
sure,
If you're interested in, yeah, that's actually a really
Yeah.
good thing to do. If you're interested in the new Indiana Jones, look into the Wolfenstein games because it'll
Yeah.
set your expectations after playing them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's
something I
a
should
good idea.
take, yeah. I have to wait for them to add them to Game Pass, because obviously they're owned by like ZeniMax, so that means they'll
God.
eventually be on there. Just have to wait whenever that will be.
All
Alright, so are we done talking about this?
Yeah, yeah. All right, so next.
Alright, do we
is
want to go
that-
into Ubisoft?
Yeah, they.
Ubisoft.
And their RPG.
Ubisoft.
Their
It'll be
their RPGs being made by the same people who made the Division.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I don't know much about the Division either. These are games. that I play. Isn't it like a looter shooter?
It
Yeah.
is very poorly
Yeah, it
done.
kind of is.
Bryce is the
It's
Ubisoft
so
expert, right?
I have played the Division, and I don't think it is inherently
I
bad.
played the Division.
It's just very, very, very repetitive. It needs a lot more
The
refinement.
first one was extremely buggy.
I really played it.
Yeah.
I really didn't have any bugs. I can't think of a good time that
Or
I
at
had
least
like
when
a
it
bug.
launched. It was
Yeah, when it launched. Yeah,
horrible.
yeah, yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
no, yeah,
horrible.
that's
Yeah.
definitely a Ubisoft thing.
Yeah.
But I like just playing it as it is. Like I mean, it's just really repetitive. It was just really repetitive. Like the
Oh, yeah,
missions
that's-
were
that's- yeah,
really
it's
uninteresting.
unfortunate.
But the gunplay, basic gameplay, the ideas that was presented
Is
is
it
really
s-
interesting.
Is it supposed to be
Mhm.
story driven? Like, is it a good
It
story?
is.
Yeah, they said
It
that,
I think
yeah.
is
they
a
did
co-op
sorry.
story driven of sorts. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we can't assume it's gonna be exactly like the Division.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's a
yeah.
good
No.
stepping stone on where
but
it might
yeah,
take
like
inspiration
every
from.
expectations and so on
Yeah.
and so forth.
All right, yeah.
The
It
thing
was
too
difficult.
is that like, if this is gonna be the first Star Wars game they make, they know that they can't mess it up. So they're
Right.
gonna try their
This
absolute
is a
best to make it
big
work.
thing.
Not true.
It's
And-
huge. It's gonna be the
Um,
first open world game in a while that Star Wars has had. But how long?
Yeah.
Has Star Wars ever had an open world game
Uh,
KOTOR basically.
besides MMOs and stuff?
Yeah.
KOTOR's
I
not even really
suppose.
open
Yeah,
world.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Triple
This is gonna
A
be
open
like
world
first-
game.
I'm not. Maybe someone in the comments can say if there is, but I can't think of one.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I can't think of one
Yeah.
either. And
This is gonna be huge.
like Ubisoft is like a really weird anomaly of a company because they can have a banger somewhere within their games, but it's just overshadowed by its bugs and its lack of ambition and so on and so forth. And it is due to like the company's like head. Like I keep emphasizing this to people. It's like last year, like a lot of the like heads of the company like left Ubisoft due to like sexual allegations and like there's like
Oh,
one guy
no.
that was running like pretty much like all the games and so on. Like you remember how like last year like they fired the guy who designed Dragon Age Inquisition because he simply did that because one guy looked at it and said, no, I don't like the game, and it didn't really lead up for like creativity, which is why most Ubisoft games are considered samey and rightfully so. So I mean, like now like I would argue like these are like really high up people that are now gone. I feel like you know what I say, take out the source of the problem. He's gone now, and I would say faith given the fact that that is now gone, and like given how like some of the other Ubisoft games have been handled, like Valhalla, but then also there's like what is it, Watch Dogs Legion, which is pretty mid, but no, I am keeping an open mind, I would say.
Yeah.
because of Ubisoft.
So am I. I'm just like it's just under the principle of they know they can't mess this up is where I get all my hope from. Is that they're gonna?
Yeah.
I'm confident that they're gonna do their absolute best to make a really good Star Wars game because they want
Yeah.
Because that's
people to
what
be on their side.
LucasArts was basically.
Yeah. Especially after
And they brought
everything
out
that's
the
happened.
developers,
Like they
yeah.
took a lot of fire last year because of those sexual allegations. Like a lot of people like faced the problems because of that. Not just like the head, but like also like developers and like so on and so forth. Like they need to get their shit together. And hopefully, and if they don't do it, then they're idiots and you know they'll crash and burn. But at this point in time, it would be smart for them to do their best. Yeah. But in terms of like what I would want, I guess like what like you know like how would we want this open world Star Wars game to be? Because this is going to be open world, and you know we want
Yeah,
like this open world to be in an ideal setting. I guess.
obviously,
Preferably single.
a lot of parkour. Star Wars is known for its parkour. no.
See, I actually wouldn't mind like parkour.
No. Like
Sick.
1313 looked sick. Like that looked awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they
Uh,
can't do that now. But
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't know.
Getting out of the all that stuff. Just when it comes to like character-wise, what would you want the main character to be? Do you want him to be like a smuggler, a bounty hunter, a Jedi? What do you guys think?
I'd like them. See, obviously the ideal thing here would be where if you could choose, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Yeah.
nice, but
Yeah,
I think that's too
but
ambitious.
I know. But
Yeah.
so I think honestly a bounty hunter would be my preference.
Yeah.
Smuggler would
Bounty
be
hunter
pretty
would be
cool
sick.
too.
Yeah.
But
I think
bounty
a bounty
hunter would
hunter
be
can,
my
Yeah, I feel like
We're
yeah,
open
with
a lot of
bounty hunter or
things.
like smuggler, you have more
Oh, love a
creativity
smuggler.
with
Yeah.
gadgets
Yeah,
and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, like your own
You
play
can get
style,
like a
because Ubisoft
jetpack,
likes
yeah, or
to
something like that. That'd be sick.
like implement different play styles within their games. Like with Watch Dogs 2, like you can like play a game literally without like even like it's like so many different ways like replayability options within like some of their games, and like they really benefit from like opening new ideas and like creativity within how you play. It's like definitely
That's
like a bounty hunter would definitely benefit from that idea. And then like you said, a smuggler.
Oh god.
Obviously, blades and melee stuff. Like, obviously, if it wasn't a Jedi,
Yeah, yeah.
lightsaber wouldn't really make sense. But there's still like vibro blades
Right.
and stuff. So like melee. Could,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe you hunt like ideally maybe you hunt like a Jedi and then like it's like a legendary target or something like that and you steal it lightsaber. I don't know.
Yeah.
That could be kind of interesting.
Yeah, because like that's what they did, and even in some of their own Ubisoft
What would
games,
you
like
say if it's like
legendary
a 4-player co-op game?
4-player co-op game. Given the division,
Oh.
like an open world, yeah, that sounds like really good.
Imagine.
Yeah,
Really
it
good.
sounds-
It needs-
Imagine.
Yeah, I just think it would be
Yeah.
fun playing with all of us.
Imagine when
It's
like
really
paid.
Cool.
Imagine a Star Wars game like Payday 2 or like GTA, where like you get to set up heists. Like for
Yeah.
Oh,
I think that
yeah.
could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
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 That'd be pretty cool.
Like the
Oh,
yeah,
holocron
like how
heists,
Cat
things
Bait-
like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'd be so sick.
Yeah, with like, yeah, dude, that'd be sick. That could be a lot
Well, I
of
was
fun,
thinking
yeah,
of, like,
but
the
bounty hunting, it
smuggler.
could be different things. Like, right,
Yeah, we
target
can,
to
like,
steal something or assassinate someone,
transport
you have to think about what
something.
you have to do,
Yeah.
and like, you can approach things different ways. That could be really sick.
Yeah. Like actually, I
That's-
just watched the 2-episode arc with Ventress. Whenever like Grievous goes to Dathomir and like kills everyone, and
Right, yeah.
And then the one after that, she's a bounty hunter with Bosk, Dengar, and Boba Fett, and like how they had to safely transport cargo on a train, like as they were like yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
just
like a transportation heist.
Yeah.
Like freaking
Yeah.
search and destroy. Yeah, like different like. Yeah, there's like so many ways they can like implement that and fun ways they can try
Oh,
that
that'd be
out.
so
And given
cool.
like Ubisoft's track record, they can definitely.
And if you could
Proceed with that.
customize your bounty hunter or something like that, oh my gosh.
Customization. Customization.
Imagine
Ubisoft
like a
with the
smuggler, you know, like
customization.
Khan has the smuggling boards in the bottom of his ship, and you have to like do like a stealth thing where you have to hide in there, and you like come out and like kill someone and drag them back in.
Oh, I
Something
love
like
those
that.
mechanics.
Yeah.
That could be really
I
cool.
love those mechanics. They're so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No.
It's like
Oh.
in Hitman where you like kill someone and like you hide their body instantly. That'd be really
Yeah.
sick.
That's nice. Yeah.
Oh
got-
man.
Yeah,
Watching
that's-
Like the
that's what I'm
smuggler
saying.
person.
Like that isn't even impossible. Like they really want to like
that
have
could actually
different
happen.
play styles and so on and so forth.
what if it's just like completely different than what we think, and it's just like a shooter?
Yeah, just yeah.
Like-
Oh, man.
Oh man.
You're just playing
Yeah.
as an Imperial defect and it's just a shooter.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be very disappointing.
that wouldn't be ideal.
Yeah.
That really wouldn't be ideal. Like I said, keep me an open mind. Because like there's
Right,
like, a lot
yeah.
of things.
Well,
like
what I'd rather see than that is like a rebel who turns Imperial. I'd rather see that if they're going that route.
yeah, this could be
'Cause
interesting.
we
to
don't
film.
have that.
There's so
We don't have
I'm
much.
no, I'm so tired of people defecting from things. Just
That's
just
what Haley
just
idea.
just commit. Just commit to something. Man.
Yeah, I don't like the tribute. It's really annoying.
Alright,
Uh,
as for
taking
other
some
games they
clones.
said they would make, what other games do you think Ubisoft could make with a license?
In terms of open world or just in general?
I'm gonna be
Just
real.
in general.
I don't really know
They-
Ubisoft.
Like you said, the
Favorite-
For Honor dueling game.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I've
yeah,
said
yeah.
I've talked to Bazooka about this too. What would be sick
Yeah.
is a
So
game like
sick.
For Honor with Star Wars characters.
Yes.
I think
was-
that
perfect.
would be a lot of fun with
Oh,
the
yeah.
Star
There was
Wars
like a-
characters and
there
stuff
was
like
a-
that.
There was an event that
Yeah,
was released
Star Wars.
for Honor May
event,
the
yeah,
4th.
I do know that. That was
Yeah,
pretty
so already
sick.
kind of
You see,
open
they
to
already
it.
showed them they like Star Wars.
Yeah,
Use
no,
it.
like, yeah, like, yeah.
Man, that'd be so
definitely.
fun. Just with different Star Wars. Man, I'd made the crap out of Dooku.
Yeah. That'd be so fun.
That would be great.
Yeah, definitely that. Definitely a 4-hour
Or
style.
Yeah,
you could like
I
make
think
your own
that
character
would
and
be a lot of fun.
customize them. That'd be great.
Yeah, but yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
yeah,
that'd
with different
definitely be something
skins
I
and
could
stuff
see
like
from
that,
now.
man.
Yeah.
That could be a lot of fun.
Mhm.
See, I'm holding.
Like you equip, yeah. You could equip
Only
like
out hope
each
for a game
individual
that's
piece of
probably not
gear.
gonna happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
other
man.
than that, I don't really expect anything else. Open world, and
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
really what
they,
they
yeah,
are
they said
mainly
they were gonna
founded
make
upon.
multiple games, so we'll see what else they release. We'll watch their career with great interest.
Right. Yeah.
One game I would like from it's
yeah.
not Ubisoft but EA, like, because they've done Need for Speed. Imagine if they actually did like a. I say this if like say if they're releasing multiple games in EA, this would be like the random one that they're doing. It'd be like a pod racer game.
Oh yeah,
That'd be really
Yeah.
sick.
that'd be cool. That could
It'd be a
cool.
nice
And
little
that's
fun
the
in between kind of game.
reinvention
Yeah,
game.
it would be
Yeah,
like
In between
the
new
game
releases,
release,
have like a
like
small
Squadrons.
pod racer game.
Yeah.
yeah,
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 Squadrons is that
definitely.
kind of game, like in between kind of stuff.
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
Oh my God, a pod racing game in VR.
That could be sick. That.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Next big thing right there. Yeah.
That'd be insane.
Man, that could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Man.
You have to like manually like reattach your power coupling, or
Oh, if
otherwise
it
you
goes
just
off or
explode.
something.
Wow.
Oh,
Sick.
man.
Or you could like literally go around like sabotaging other people's things, but if you get caught, then like you're just banned from the race or something. Yeah.
I feel like at that point you're looking too much into it.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be kind of sick. Yeah, I'm
it's
not
like a
normally into racers too, but I'd
in-between
play the
game.
crap out of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't want it to be like the only game that releases in EA. It'd be like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
there's
this,
just
yeah,
so
yeah,
many that you
like
can-
you know a bunch of games are announced, but this is a quick one that came out because you know not that much went into it. But as long as
Yeah.
it's still fun, it could be it could be great.
yeah.
Oh.
So, is that all we can discuss in terms of Ubisoft? Because
I guess
that's
so.
really.
We could also go
Um,
into. I know we
EA.
don't know. Yeah. Well, I mean EA, but also just.
Yeah, oh, we could just other companies in general.
Yeah, yeah.
Go into, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
'cause
what
that's
would we
open
like to
space.
see from
Another
any
EA
other
game.
company? We talked about it a bit earlier, but
Yeah, we have.
yeah, let's just fully go into it.
Obviously,
Yeah.
another shooter, like maybe first person. Battlefront is clearly a third person shooter. Like it
Yeah,
has a basis
you can
on
choose,
heroes.
but if you're using first person, you're stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just it's a general
Yeah,
basis.
it's a huge disadvantage. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
So-
there's no
No
offense
brainer.
to anyone who likes using first person. I know people like doing that. I'm just saying.
It's immersive. Like I do it for fun, like in
Yeah.
co-op sometimes for fun. Yeah, but it's pretty. It's
yeah, but
for
like, you see with the
strategy.
heroes, yeah.
Yeah.
The heroes are like stuck in third person for a reason.
Sword reinforcement.
But it'd be
yeah.
fun to be someone with a lightsaber in first person. Something like that could be pretty cool.
Yeah.
See, that's for like
Yeah.
something like
But like,
Imagine.
But yeah.
Go ahead.
obviously, just competition for EA. Like if there were two shooters, Star Wars shooters at the same time, I don't know if this would be ideal, or I don't think this would happen actually, because they don't want to put competition against themselves in terms of sales.
Yeah, yeah.
But if there were two Battle or Star Wars games like shooters on like with live service at the same time, the amount of just the amount that could do, obviously, because you'd have to choose. It would put competition, and it would make both of them strive for.
Yeah, being the best. Yeah.
Yeah, it would. It'd be in the best interest for the fans. But like if Ubisoft or not Ubisoft, Activision. Yeah, Activision was making a Star Wars game while DICE is making a Star Wars game. Oh my goodness. And like just imagining first-person Star Wars game on like Christophsis or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that could be pretty sick.
Yeah. Or like you could
My
take
The
like
towers
grappling
and
hooks
so
to
on.
towers.
Yeah,
things like
that'd be
that.
so
Yeah.
cool. That's such a unique
Yeah, like
dynamic
break
too.
through windows.
Oh,
my
man.
goodness, yeah, go for like multiple floors. Oh man, that'd be sick.
Or like it's Battlefield 4 where you literally like there's an in-game event where like towers are just collapsing.
Or what if they made
Yeah.
like what if they made a Republic Commando spin-off, but like Rainbow
Yeah, there's like Gears of
Rainbow
War.
Siege. Or Gears of War.
Well, that yeah.
Yeah.
Siege
Yeah,
game.
I'd be fine with yeah.
Yeah, a Siege game.
That could be
yeah.
pretty
I
cool.
like-
Seeing like
yeah.
full team of commandos doing like a clean house mission.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, we've said this before, but we're building off of it, and now it's more relevant because it's actually happening.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh.
Sky's the limit. That's what
Oh
it
my
is.
goodness.
Yeah, oh, that'd be so sick. Like we were talking about earlier, I thought the mission was Chris. Like, you know, the one where in Modern Warfare, the one we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, all gillied up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
imagine
mission.
that, but Republic Commandos and like, I don't know.
Yeah, they go like,
Like
super
Endor or
deep
something.
undercover to try to assassinate
Yeah,
someone.
that'd be sick. God damn.
Horde.
You could do
Horde
so much
modes
with this.
for Star Wars.
Oh yeah, that could be fun.
Oh.
With like
man.
droids, 'cause you just have endless.
What if like
sense.
obviously like Hunt was a big success in recent games, but like what if we had like a full-on game that was dedicated to Hunt game mode?
Oh yeah, like a horror game could be.
Yeah, like
We were
for
talking about that, yeah.
like
Wow.
Geonosian
Like
hive
Wampa's on
minds.
off.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, zombie Geonosian.
Oh!
So much with this.
Oh! I just
So
screamed
sick.
in my mic. Oh, I'm sorry, viewers. I'll try to turn that down.
Oh
Or like
man.
the old Death Troopers from like the EU who were basically zombie like stormtroopers and stuff like that.
See,
Like an infested Star Destroyer.
that'd be
Yeah.
so cool. I don't think that would happen just because of like it'd probably lose. The
Yeah, I
PG.
don't
They
think-
could get away with the
Yeah.
Geonosian zombies because they're still technically alive. Well, for the most part.
Yeah, and they can play if they ever do that with Geonosians. They can like apply that worm thing in some
Yeah.
case and
Oh.
everything.
Oh my.
Oh man, that'd be
gosh.
creepy.
Whew, that's insane.
Where there's like a mechanic that takes over one of your like friend's team, like say if like I don't know, I'm playing with Chris and a worm like infects him, he can't play any longer and he's like turned into an AI and he starts
Yeah,
attacking
and
me.
it like mutes my mic and everything.
Yeah. That'd be really sick.
yeah.
Or even better if like it changed your objective and you could win, like trying to kill your friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I just betray them. Oh,
You know, like an infection. Cause yeah. Oh my gosh. There's just so much they could do.
Yeah.
That could be like just a little side note. That could be a fun like little Among Us spoof of Star Wars, just clones
Oh,
on
yeah.
Geonosis with the worms.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
no,
Like
no
two
yeah.
people
kidding,
get
no
the worms, they have to
kidding.
kill everyone else. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I didn't think of it. Yeah, nice.
Wait a minute.
Like it wouldn't be like 2D, it would be
When that happened,
Interesting.
Barris was like. Barris was still like they were in control of themselves, right? Like they could still talk and stuff, couldn't they?
No,
No,
Barris
they,
was,
they
like,
were like
hit
completely
with
taken
the
over.
worm.
Were they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Barris, that's
Well, I'm-
so good.
I know they were completely taken over, but were they?
They're aware of
completely-
their actions, I suppose.
I know they were aware, but were they? Was the worm able to trick them into like thinking that they weren't infected?
I don't think so.
No, how
Well,
else
it's just
sophisticated
it's
that
more like
was.
the worm completely took over their mind, so it was talking for them and everything like that. I'm
I
not
know,
sure
but
if they
they
were
could
like,
still
properly
talk.
conscious through it.
No, but they could
Yeah.
still talk and stuff. So like it
Yeah,
would work.
the clones were able to talk, yeah,
Yeah.
but obviously it was the worm talking for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously they
Ah,
sound
yeah,
like
yeah.
themselves.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking in terms of like.
But they were also speaking Geonosian,
Yeah.
so yeah, there's that.
I don't know.
need to rewatch
need to
the arc.
rewatch. Yeah, we need to. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I also do remember them speaking Geonosian. I'm not sure if they were doing that and that too, but I also remember them just speaking normally.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna rewatch Clone Wars soon anyway, probably before Bad Batch comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cause I didn't rewatch
know
it
when that
whenever
comes
season
out.
7. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I
whenever
did
was
that.
happening. Yeah,
I rewatched it multiple times pretty recently.
really.
I've
Oh, by
just
pretty
been
recently, I
watching
mean like in the
arcs
last
here
year.
and there, really. Yeah.
I've watched it twice.
Yeah, imagine like an Empire War 2. Oh my god, that'd be great. Like instead of obviously just Empire versus Rebels, they could
Oh yeah, new RTS games.
warriors.
If like we
Yeah,
could actually
neat.
get like more genres of Star Wars again.
Yeah. And we could all play that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be pretty fun.
Man. Yeah, I don't know if you saw like the Age of Republic mods, but if you're playing like as Republic, there's an option like midway through to like execute Order 66, and you like turn and become like the Empire, and you basically kill off all the Jedi. And then you have like the ultimate upper hand where you can just carry on fighting the Clone Wars. You're eventually gonna lose pretty much unless you're just really good at the game. They could do something like that.
I need to do
Pretty
another
cool.
replay of Empire at War actually. That'd be a pretty fun let's play thing to do.
Yeah, I would. I'd watch that.
Yeah. Well, does anyone else have anything else to add?
No, we went on it about longer than I thought
Oh,
we would,
man.
honestly. But
Yeah, I did too. I didn't
What
expect
was
Just
the
they
game?
could, man, just I've said this so many times now, but they could do so much with this. Let's just hope they don't mess this
I'm
up.
respectfully asking for KOTOR 3.
I'd go for 3 Expedition.
I don't think they'd ever do a Force Unleashed 3, but I mean, I'd have that. But
Yeah, are you seeing all those rumors and everything?
yeah, I mean, I'm honestly,
I wonder what was that about, honestly.
yeah.
Wow.
I mean, that could be true, but yeah, I highly doubt it.
I don't know. It seems so unlikely.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they can do it, I guess
I mean, like-
now's the time.
I mean, they haven't even introduced Dark Code like any ever.
Mm-hmm.
But they
I
could
was like,
just
screw
slap,
it, we're
like,
doing
the
Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they introduced like KOTOR and like what Galaxy Heroes and so on and so forth.
Yeah, but Galaxy Heroes isn't exactly canon, so.
But I guess
No,
that
yeah.
introduces it to the canon audience, I guess. Because they have people who grew up with canon. Yeah. So like I don't know, like
Oh yeah, not like the
9-year-olds,
super
8-year-olds,
like
whatever.
obsessed Star
Yeah.
Wars fan.
Like, they've never seen Revan, but they've played it in this canon game, and they've seen Revan. They're like, oh.
Yeah, good luck getting to him.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, look at that Revan I have to spend a mortgage on to get. That's pretty cool.
I wonder where he's from.
Yeah. And they look it up and they're like, huh.
There's this
Kinda wanna see
game
a new
from like
game of it.
20 years ago. What the hell? Oh, graphics are terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, this is the gameplay?
And they're like,
It's
oh,
like a 10 out of
I played
10
the story. I
from
get it.
IGN. Oh, that makes sense. Ah, okay.
Just messing with you.
Just hypothetical.
But man,
Yeah. Larry,
yeah,
done with
let's
this
just hope
topic
they
now.
don't mess this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now, I'm pretty sure any other notes we gotta add on to before I make the bold claim of suggesting what we're thinking I was gonna suggest. I don't know anymore. I'm tired.
Oh, like a Munilus 10 game?
Oh, god damn. That'd be so sick.
That would.
Like, Dirge is one of the main bosses. Oh my god.
Dirge? I don't know how he isn't canon. That makes me mad.
I don't know either. Did you see that mod for, like, it's really random, but that mod for Dirge and Battlefront? That's so sick.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Actually.
I feel like
It
'cause-
merged, like, his 2003 look and, like, cosplay, and it looks really sick.
Wow.
It sounds stupid, but it looks really good.
What were you saying, Chris?
When it comes to Dirge, like, they made it kind of clear that at the time, Cad Bane was the best bounty hunter. And if Dirge is there, that will kind of just counter that claim, because, you know, Dirge is kind of nuts.
Yeah, but at the same time,
So
they
do you
also
feel that?
That's true. He worked for the Separatists, so...
DURGE.
Yeah, I had a comic where
Oh, he looks cool.
I had the comic where he does.
Wait,
Yeah,
he was in
Dutch,
the.
like,
Wasn't he in the 2003 Star Wars?
yeah.
Yes, that's where he's from.
Ah, okay. Oh, he looks sick.
Yeah, but like
It's
he
like
worked for the
if they are
Separatists,
gonna
they
add
may not
Dirge,
even...
I'd say like they could even add him in like the High Republic.
Dude, yeah, he survived for
Wait,
no,
yeah,
no,
he's
no.
like-
He's thousands of years old, isn't he?
I just don't think he will work on the Clone Wars. That's what I'm saying. But I say like they could go nuts with him in the High Republic or something like that,
Yeah.
or even
it's-
the Old Republic
he's
if they ever
cool.
decide to do that.
See,
'Cause
that's the thing, though,
I
like,
don't think
it's not even out of the
Clone
realm of
Wars is in this
possibilities.
state. I don't think
Given
he will
like
work in
how.
it.
I think the
Given
only
how,
way
like,
he
how
could
much
work
they
in Clone
make him
Wars is
as
because he
powerful.
worked for the Separatists.
Mhm.
And bounty hunters never really worked for one faction. Because they're always just like switching, pretty much.
Yeah, when,
Alright.
when they cause them to.
They could rebrand. Like I would be okay with them basically just repurposing him as just a separatist operative instead of a bounty hunter.
That could be kind of cool too, yeah. But then like
But
also
also
you never
wouldn't
see him
mind
in the
him
Clone
being-
Wars and like why was
That's
that
true.
and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. Like he just wouldn't work.
I mean, if he was
Well, I mean, they gotta
reintroduced
kill
as,
him.
like, the
Obviously,
best
they'll
bounty
kill him.
hunter in like,
Obviously,
the
yeah.
High Republic, that would be pretty sick. I mean, obviously I prefer Clone Wars.
Yeah,
but,
that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying. Like they could, if you're gonna make him a bounty hunter, if you want to make him as powerful as before, or
Yeah.
just do like how it was before, he would
with
work
how
really well in
powerful
an
he
era
was,
that he's not in.
He literally used to like use
That-
like a Trandoshan, and he
it's-
literally used to regen his limbs and stuff.
Yeah, like it was
It's
nuts.
pretty insane. That'd be pretty
Oh my
sick,
goodness, you
but-
just did a hello there.
Damn.
Ooh.
Good stuff. Oh man.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a Moonless 10 game where you go on, like espionage, infiltration missions, like the Republic, and it's like so, like, top secret.
I know. Well,
That'd be
there's
really
there's
sick.
so much they could do. Yeah, like we've been saying, yeah. Oh man. Oh,
Like,
That's potential.
I can't wait. I really.
Man,
can't
hopefully, like in the past coming weeks, they start revealing more companies.
Yeah.
We're
I
gonna
honestly
make Star
thought they were
Wars
gonna
games.
like
Say
start
that-
revealing more.
that-
Yeah, I
and
thought
then
like
they
all of
said-
the week, all of the week that they announced Lucasfilm games, I just assumed different companies were gonna come out and be like, yeah, we're making one too. But
Yeah.
no one said,
that-
oh, so far it's just Ubisoft and Bethesda.
Yeah, that is pretty
And also,
underwhelming. How they're like a whole new era. Ubisoft.
Yeah.
One game,
And,
nothing but never
and
making one.
EA supposedly still after a tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. no.
Yeah. I mean, it's not exclusive though. That's the important part.
Yeah,
That is
It's like,
is.
yeah. You see, they're still making, hopefully, just hoping another Battlefront and obviously the Fallen Order games, which
Well,
where
this-
that's gonna take place.
Well, this is a good transition. Battlefront.
Transition, yeah.
Yeah, obviously,
Chris
we
on
hope
it
they're
with
making
the
a new
transitions.
Battlefront.
It's almost like
Um,
wrote this down.
As you guys know, Battlefront just became free on Epic, so it is currently experiencing a new revival. A lot of people are freaking out about it, going like, "Oh my gosh, they're
Yeah.
having a remake." Oh, look at that. Anyway, they're having a remake. They're having to make new
Add more
servers.
servers.
Yeah, because of the
That's
amount of.
nuts. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
pretty
crazy.
crazy to think about.
That is pretty crazy. At the same time, it
Yeah.
kind of annoys me though, because they're like, "Oh my gosh, look at all the new players on Battlefront," but like, at the same time, it's free. Like, I'd be very concerned if there wasn't a rise in player count, but obviously it's exceeded what I
But
expected.
yeah, when it gets to the point where they're having to add more
Yeah.
servers, like that's kind of nuts.
I mean, not even GTA had to do that when that released it for like Epic
I
or
feel like
Steam.
they're
It
kind of
was.
prepared for that though.
That's
They already know a lot of
yes.
people play their games, so I feel like they don't have to.
Yeah, they didn't expect people to.
But still, it's like even like Battlefront 2 has even been like like people who are streaming it are getting a good bit of views now too.
You could.
Like interest in the game in general's gone up.
That's very.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
By a
but that
lot.
means they've had more players, like
Yeah.
even more than launch, which is crazy. And, yeah, they didn't have support for this
Yeah,
game.
that is
so
something to think about. Yeah.
they
It's
didn't
exciting.
even have to make new servers then.
Yeah, it is.
They had to now.
It's just it shows them that they know that Battlefront's a big deal. People love it. Obviously,
Yeah.
we love it. It pisses us off, but we love it.
Well, that's what I'm saying is that like, they'd have to be brain dead to not always have a Battlefront game in the works. It's such a
Yeah.
perfect way. It's everything you want. It's Star Wars. It's you're living
Yeah.
through the battles. You couldn't ask for anything more as long as they deliver properly. And so I
That's the
personally
original
do
one.
think that there is another Battlefront game.
Yeah,
in
for
development.
sure. I feel
Yeah,
like
there has to be.
there's no way in hell there isn't.
Yeah.
But obviously they're going all hands on deck with the new
Battlefield
Battlefield.
6.
So
Yeah,
if
that's why
anything, they're probably
I
we're
don't
probably
really
gonna hear
know.
more about it when Battlefield 6 is fully out,
Oh, true.
because that's when they're gonna be a bit more
When
liberal
when does
with
that come out, by the way?
developers.
20?
This year.
This year.
This
I
year.
don't think they gave a month or anything like that.
Yeah, this year.
Probably
They just said they'll
November.
announce more stuff.
Yeah,
and-
around there. That's usually when they come
Yeah.
out.
Like towards the fall holiday, quote unquote, area. That seems more than likely the place and time for
Yeah.
them to do so.
Usually like Broketober, major games come out like the new Call of Duties and Battlefields.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
They usually try not to release the same month as Call of Duty. so
Yeah,
it's,
because that's not a good
probably
idea.
November.
But
Yeah.
damn, we had different skins.
Damn.
I didn't realize.
Yeah. I could have changed it, but I didn't. That's some of it.
All right.
Man, that'd be a great, or even like at EA Play, they should announce it there. If they're working on a Battlefront 3, they don't have to show.
That's
I
when
mean,
I
it'd be
think they
nice if they
announced
showed
Fallen
stuff.
Order as well.
But yeah, they should just be like, we are working on a Battlefront 3. But granted, they're probably not gonna say it until they have like a trailer or something, just to surprise people, just to
Yeah.
surprise everyone.
Yeah.
Which I guess
Yeah.
that would be a smart thing to do too. It'd bring a
It'll
lot of
definitely
hype to the
benefit,
game.
especially because it's Star Wars.
Yeah. It'd be
Fan
nice
base
to know
needs
that they're
that.
just at least working on it.
Yeah.
That'd be,
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, that might actually happen because they announced like, pretty
You're
sure
right.
announced Battlefront 2, like just like the year Battlefield 1 was releasing, or something
Yeah,
like
but
that.
I don't know the development process for Battlefield 1, so I can't say that for words, but I'm pretty sure if they don't want to do it, because I remember at launch for Battlefield 2, or Battlefield 5 on the other, like there was a lot of like, stuff being said about how like they just had to split up, the developing team, and like it messed up like the process of updates and content for both of their games. So
That's the only reason I want DICE doing it. For
Yeah,
that sole
I'm pretty-
reason, because one, they can't decide, and then when they do decide, it's always Battlefield first. Which makes
I mean-
sense, but yeah, it's annoying.
yeah, it is annoying, but it's,
I have
I think
have
that's just the
something-
fact of the matter.
I have something I want to bring to the table, though.
All right, bring it to the damn table.
Okay. Ben Walk was promoted to producer, right?
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's cool. Good for him. Congratulations.
We don't know what he's producing.
ooh, I know where this is going.
Yes.
Need for Speed.
I.
No.
Or that pod racer game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For Speed
We
Post
just
brought-
spoke.
ah,
We just
goddamn,
spoke it into
Yeah.
So horribly.
existence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just willed it.
It's
Need
been
for
in the
Speed pod
works.
races.
And
Hell yeah.
2014. This is a grand plan.
man. Exciting. Anyway, yeah, that I don't know. Man, I feel like this is a good time to go into the next and final segment of the podcast that we had planned, though. Which would be our perfect Battlefront game. We've all written down some notes for the most part.
Except for
Oh.
Bryce.
Yeah,
Calling that out right now.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Of what we would like to see, and like I think our visions are pretty similar but slightly different. Since
I can see where mine emphasizes.
now since Bryce is since Bryce is the most prepared, obviously I feel like he should start with what his ideal Battlefront 3 would be.
Okay, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. It's clear that like we want more like diversification of content in terms of the prequel era, the sequel era, maybe not sequel era, obviously. But
Yeah,
then
well,
the
look,
original
we can't
trilogy.
be biased. We can't be
Yeah, no,
biased.
we can't buy it.
That's
Like
important.
everyone wants something, right? Because like
Right.
Star Wars is like there's a whole saying like Star Wars is like for everyone, and people have different interpretations of what they want out of Star Wars. So it's really hard to really say they make the ideal Battlefront game without personal bias, like you put it. But I would just actually just want like it to be handled better. It's really as simple as that because like the game's base foundation is really good. Like you know, but it was just so lacking at launch. It was really lacking at launch, and honestly, it was microtransaction issues and
Oh yeah, like
crashing the system.
Battlefront
You know,
1
all these
started
other
with
things.
Battlefront 1 or 2015 started with 4 maps at launch. 4
Yeah.
maps.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
pretty
season
bad.
pass as well. On top of
Yeah,
that.
and that's that game is the reason games don't use season passes anymore. I'm convinced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like how Battlefront 2 is the reason loot boxes are under fire. I wonder what
Yeah.
Battlefront 3 is gonna do.
It's
Like,
gonna go
it's,
in the battle
it's actually
passes.
really interesting when you think about that. How like that has really influenced gaming.
Yeah, I know.
Like, these games just like in
In the
the
worst
worst
and
ways
best
possible.
For the
as
wrong
well.
reasons, but yeah. Man, it's
But,
just, I guess the best thing we can hope for is not another major, global
Yeah, I mean,
catastrophe.
Because like I mean like I'm a simple
like,
man.
Countries
I don't have like
have to get involved.
maps.
Like controversies in my
You know,
games.
yeah, really. Yeah, and I mean like yeah, no, but like I mean like when it comes to like what I want, I mean there's not like an ideal character I want to like play as. There's not like an ideal map I want. I just want it to be handled better, because I know it can be done better. And
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Uh,
It can be done better, and it should be done better.
Yeah.
No more catastrophes.
$1 billion company and so on and so forth. You have this issues that shouldn't be like an issue fixed until like 2 years later into your game, right? So it's I mean it's common knowledge really. That's really all I can really say in that regards in terms of what I want. But now we can hear the real meat of it because you guys have so many things you want. So let's hear it.
All right. Chris, I think you should go next.
Alright, so it's not a secret that my favorite part of Battlefront 2 is the heroes. I absolutely love the heroes. In my opinion, Battlefront would be Battlefront without heroes. So that is why most of my notes are based on heroes that I would like to add to the Battlefront. Right, so I'm just gonna have to sacrifice myself because this is gonna be a long list.
Make sure to move. Make sure you don't get kicked. Oh, you were the Wookiee with me. Good.
Yeah, I was
Nice.
a Wookiee with you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Real
Alright.
quick, actually.
Alright,
I have
go
to
ahead.
say, for purely video experience, I've been playing this entire game without this entire play session without a HUD, and it has been amazing. Like it's like it's really I didn't like I get so wrapped up in the gameplay. I guess I don't realize how beautiful the game actually is. But holy crap,
Yeah,
this is
for
a
sure.
great
It is a really nice
experience.
looking game. I gotta say something. Like when I usually watch YouTube videos, it's actually a pet peeve of mine. Seeing people play without HUD. I don't know why. It just really
Oh.
bothers me.
Is it gonna annoy you then?
I just won't look at it. I don't, it's just like it's a really stupid pet peeve. I know that, but like it bothers me. I
It's
don't know why.
beautiful though. It's supposed to be more like a cinematic is the idea.
Yeah. I know why people do it. I don't. It just bothers me.
Oh.
Oh crap, dude! This thing kicked me quick. I'll rejoin.
You're already clicked?
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Just yeah, go over what you need
It's
to go.
fine. It's fine. I'll just try and rejoin. So when it comes to my perfect Battlefront hero list, well, first I'm going to talk about a realistic list. First of all,
Okay.
I think that characters that are going to return is pretty much everyone except for Iden Versio and the BB droids. I don't think they'll be coming back. And the thing is that if you take out Iden Versio, obviously it's going to be uneven. So what I think what they will do is that for Lando's counterpart, which I assume that's who they paired up with Iden Versio, I don't know who knows, it could have been someone else. But point is, who I think another person they'll add in is probably another Empire Strikes Back bounty hunter. And who I've chose is Dengar, because he's probably the third most popular after Bosk.
You think that they're gonna re-add Bosk?
I do think Bosk is coming back, because they need to keep things even.
That's true.
Because they're not gonna take away
Balance.
Leia or Han. And
Well,
Lando's
what
huge
if
too,
they
they're not gonna
replaced him
wanna
with
take out
like
Lando.
what if they replaced him with an IG droid?
I don't think they'd like. I know IGA8 would be another good one too, but I just think Dengar is more popular.
Oh,
so
you
that's
got
why they would
replaced.
bring
You got
Dengar into it.
replaced with Bob the Nut.
Damn.
That is. A stupid name.
I guess to finish that, I'll join the next one.
All right. Just go on with your list.
Quick, yeah, go to the main menu for me. Okay. Here's what I think. If they were to announce a Battlefront 3 right now, I think these heroes would be likely additions. Obviously, Ahsoka Tano and Asajj Ventress. People have been wanting them for so long in this game.
Yes.
Crazy right
It
now.
would be a good.
Yes.
I think going further into the Clone Wars, Mace Windu and Savage Opress would be more great options.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, personally, I would love to see Savage Opress in the game. I think that'd be really sick.
I think that'd be
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah. That'd be pretty
It's just, I like Savage Opress as a character so much. I just think he's so cool and underrated.
They could get Mr. Crab. What if he had a Mr. Crab skin?
I would expect that to be like really speaking of Mr. Krabs like reference. Mr. Krabs reference, like in Miss Lines or something like that. Or something like that.
Or-
Something. They can do.
Me $1,000,000.
Alright, if the viewers are confused on why we said that they're voiced by the same person.
That's super brown.
Alright. I think the sequels need more heroes since I do think they're gonna take out the BB droids. Poe Dameron and General Hux, easy additions. I think for sure we're gonna get those. And obviously, the Mandalorian and Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obvious,
Yeah.
given they need to be in the game. There's so much Mando hype right now, and we're gonna get a next season next year. Book of Boba Fett, that's skins, but Mandalorian and Moff Gideon, that's gonna be huge. Now we go on to like my fantasy hero additions.
Yes.
All right, first we're going into the Clone Wars. We got Cad Bane, Captain Rex.
Very cool.
That I would love to play as hero in
Cad
this game.
Bane. Oh, just imagine
Bane
hearing
would be
his
so
voice
sick.
on the Battlefront.
Yeah, it'd be so good.
Those
So
are
good.
interactions. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Captain Rex obviously he's pretty cool too. Very important
Yeah.
clone captain.
Yeah.
Great option for a hero. When we talk about game mechanics, I can go more into Captain Rex and stuff like that. All right, and then it's pretty much I want there to be more council members, Jedi council members in the game. The hardest
Yeah.
part, which I've told you guys so many times, is who would you add as their counterpart? Because I think
I feel
lightsaber
like-
hero and lightsaber hero should be together. I wouldn't put them with the blaster hero. I mean, maybe someone would, but like it's just I don't think it would work.
I
It
feel
wouldn't
like
be
they'd
a
have to be
balance.
countered well. Like I feel like
Yeah.
Prey Vizsla could be like with the Darksaber. I feel like he could be.
Yeah,
countered
I
well.
didn't even think about Pre-Vizsla, but
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, I put as a possible villain, Hong Krell.
Oh, true.
Turned bad for like 2 seconds, but that could work really well too. That could be really fun, and obviously insert Jedi Council member here. So I would personally want someone like Ki-Adi-Mundi. I love Ki-Adi-Mundi, but I know like someone like Plo Koon's more popular, so we can add in Plo Koon or like Shakti there. I also have a Darkseid Barriss, just so we can get another council member in here.
Yeah.
So again, which you want? Again, me, Ki-Adi-Mundi would be my pick, just because I like Ki-Adi-Mundi so much. I see Ki-Adi-Mundi and Plo Koon would be good options there. All right, you can go on about the Clone Wars. You can just keep talking. Obviously, you can add in Pre-Vizsla, stuff like that.
No, keep
But
going.
that's all I got for the Clone Wars.
Oh, okay.
Going in.
I
Going in.
sorry.
Honestly, I should have put this in the more
Wait.
likely hero additions. But Jyn Erso and Director Krennic,
Oh damn.
obviously, they have a whole
Really
movie.
see them all there.
Yeah. Everyone was expecting him to come in the Rogue One DLC, but they really scared from this game, but they didn't.
Yeah.
I would have been sick, but even I said there's no way in hell they're doing that. But I think in this game it would be fun to add him back. Don't make them suck like they did in Battlefront 2015. I don't care what anyone says, they're awful. They could add in Cal Kestis and the Second Sister.
Yeah.
That could be pretty cool too. There could be some really unique abilities there too, especially with the Second Sister and all the stuff she does. And just to add, like, again, I will explain more of my hero choices when we get into game mechanics, because I have an important game mechanic that I think would work well with my hero selections. I'll get more into that later. But
Okay.
Sierra Judah, obviously, and the
Yeah.
the Ninth Sister, that could be pretty cool too. just so we can have more Inquisitors in there. And then we go on to Rebels. Talk about Kanan Jarrus and the Grand Inquisitor. It's pretty. I would love to see the Grand Inquisitor. I think the Grand Inquisitor is my favorite characters in Rebels. Ezra Bridger
really?
and the Seventh Sister.
Jason
Yeah,
Isaacs
I don't know,
is
so
always
cool.
a win.
Yeah. Ezra Bridger, Seventh Sister, naturally. Just to get Ezra in there. And more Inquisitors, and then Harrison Dula and Grand Admiral Thrawn. I understand people would probably want Sabine more. Sabine is more popular than Hera. I just think Sabine makes no sense with Grand Admiral Thrawn. I just want Grand Admiral Thrawn in the game. So this is a good excuse. Alright. Yeah, so I put him with Hera, because I just think that makes more sense. She's the leader of Phoenix, and obviously Grand Admiral Thrawn is like the big baddie of the last 2 seasons. Alright, and then we go into just the more wilder territory when it comes with how sick would it be if they revealed that they're gonna add the Old Republic into Battlefront 3.
I mean, that'd be pretty sick.
Imagine.
Gotta say.
It would be a huge
Yeah,
selling
that's not
point
gonna
because just
happen.
when it comes into heroes that they could possibly add, the Old Republic will just be chock full of possible additions. It'll be huge. They could add it like, you can say like Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Malak, or you can just go crazy and go Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan as counterparts to themselves.
Yeah.
You can
But
do
they could
that. You
have
could do
both
Basil and
versions,
Darth
like
Malak.
Jedi Revan and Malak.
Yeah, like it could be, they could do a lot of stuff with that. And then obviously when it comes to just the regular, the MMO, they could do a lot of stuff there. There's so many possible characters there. Darth Malgus will be fun. Vitiate, my god, I know Talon's there. Man. Whew. Yeah, just thinking of all the possible heroes is like overloading my mind.
Yeah.
It could be so fun. It could be so much fun. I love the heroes of Battlefront 2 so much. That's why, like, I just want there to be more. That's all I want. More heroes.
Honestly, the Old Republic would be the ideal. It would be the ideal Battlefront game. Like if they had an entire
Yeah.
Battlefront game focused on the Old Republic, that would be the era they could do the most with, because they could
Yeah,
there'd be the
that
most
is
Jedi,
100% true.
there'd be the most Sith,
Yeah.
there'd be the most
Yeah.
Mandalorians, gadgets, bounty hunters,
They could-
smugglers.
Yeah, they could do so much there.
Yeah, you could customize
Yeah.
your own heroes, like at that point.
Damn, that
Yeah.
could be a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
You could just keep
That's
thinking,
how
you
like
can add
the
on
MMO gets
more and
around there,
more.
'cause there's so many Jedi that, I mean, you can make your own. It
Excuse me.
doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And the Sith are pretty expansive too. Man,
Yeah. That's before
all
like
the
The
different
Eternal
Sith
Empire.
empires in the Eternal Empire, yeah, the Old
Yeah.
Republic. Man. I'd love to see Darth Malgus. I think if I could choose, and also, goddamn, then there's a Sith Triumvirate. I'd love to play as Darth Nihilus on the Battlefront. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Just. Oh man. Obviously Darth Traya
Or
with
like
the floating
Lord
lightsabers.
Scourge. Yeah. That'd be really
Man,
sick.
oh. Man, I'm getting
That's gonna
excited for
ever
it. That's
happen,
probably never
yeah.
gonna happen.
Yeah, it's-
Alright,
If
that's
anything,
all I got
think
from
it'll
my
be
list
the
of
High
heroes.
Republic.
But I do say that if they decide to actually do Old Republic, they're like, screw it, we're gonna do Old Republic, we're gonna add it in here, then they'll be set when it comes to heroes. They'll have
Yeah.
so many additions, they're never gonna run out.
Yeah.
Oh, I lost it.
Alright, so does anyone else have any heroes that I have not said?
Well, I'm gonna.
I'll say my piece in a second. Yeah.
You just go on with your. Do you have
Yeah.
any more like maps?
When it comes to maps, I didn't really write down maps, but I just off the top of my head, I could just start naming some. We've talked about this before, Christophsis.
Yeah.
That'd be a really cool map. Me personally, my favorite map that I would really want them to add to the game is Coruscant. And not like the
That's
Jedi
everyone's
Temple. Jedi
favorite.
Temple would be, the Jedi Temple would be a sick HVV map,
Yeah.
but I want
Yeah.
the grounds of Coruscant.
Yeah, the ground.
The super urban feel. That could be a lot of fun. And seeing
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it'd be like a bit like, obviously like, seeing like an MTT just like crush through buildings while moving forward. He was going to talk about this too. They could do a lot of stuff with the
Back
maps
out.
since it's most likely it's going to be for
Oh yeah.
for next gen. They could do a lot of stuff. Imagine
Yeah,
adding
Full
Revolution in.
destructive environments and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Man, that could be a lot of fun.
different phases.
Yeah.
Because what they do with like, GA maps, like I really like, is that like
No, I hope it's
each
not
phase is
GA
very
there.
no, like in terms like it's very diverse. Like it's very at least in like most of the GA maps, it's very diverse and like what there is different phases like require like different like tactics, I suppose, different ways of like playing, which I think Coruscant would be a perfect place for that.
Yeah, I
Because like
100% agree.
different phases, like you can like introduce like new objective types and so on.
Imagine the march on the Jedi Temple.
That could be sick.
That's
I'm
like
just
the
thinking
HEV
like.
intro.
I'm
Storming
just thinking of
around,
like
yeah.
going back to Galactic Assault, like when you're playing on Theed and you go in from the first to second phase, you know how you like shoot down the entrance of the palace. It would be cool seeing something like that can happen in all matches, but like just something that can happen naturally, like how
Like a siege of Shanghai on Coruscant.
yeah. See, that could be really
Yeah.
fun. Just a building falls, man.
And there's like,
It's just
oh man.
Battlefield 4's Evolution is super underrated, and I think they should like
Oh, for
honestly
sure.
they should find a way to incorporate it into more games. I know they're going for 100% destructibility, but Evolution's way better. Just throwing that out there right now. Just Battlefield 4's Evolution was great, and that's why I think it would be a perfect addition for Battlefield 3. Then they could add so many more things. Another
Could-
Umbara. Umbara would be a really fun map.
We
And
could-
just think
Yeah.
about it with next gen, Umbara and Felucia, they could really make those maps pop.
They
Those
already
maps would
pop.
just beautiful.
Yeah.
I,
for sure.
I
Like
just think
Umbara, you'd have to use like flashlights and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Like on your
could-
helmet and
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
yeah, and
Yeah.
instead of droids, you're fighting like these Umbaran fighters. They won't do that, most likely because they want, they want you to use droids and clones because of.
Yeah, keep the factions,
Skins and stuff like that, yeah. But I'm just saying it'd be cool.
I don't know if they could do something like that, or if they had like Mandalore and they had the clones versus Mandalorian, like the Death Watch.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that's the thing though.
If they
do
could
that with
find a way to
Battlefield.
do something like that,
They do
that
that
could
with
be pretty
Battlefield,
sick.
actually. Like they
Yeah,
have
you're
like
right.
different
With different, yeah. But
like
each
factions
character
and
didn't
stuff.
have their own skins. At least I know that's what Battlefield
No,
1 is, because it's constant
No,
different factions.
There's different factions.
They
with
could
all
do
different
that. There's no reason why they
customizations.
couldn't.
There is actually different customizations with each faction.
It just would be more
Battlefield.
work.
Really?
Yeah, there is.
Well,
like,
it's just like, say we go to Umbara. You fight the Umbarans once, and you can get customization
Yeah.
for them, but then you're going to use it once in a rotation.
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna
it would be
won't
worth
be
it.
sick.
It would be worth it.
You're right. It would be.
Now
worth
they
it.
have the different game
But I don't
modes.
think that.
Now they have
I don't
different
think
game
they'll
modes
do
and
it.
stuff. Yeah, no, I don't think it'll go that far yet. No. I think it's just they don't need. And what can you even do Umbarans? Like I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Maybe I'm not that hit with Star Wars, but
Maybe they could put like logos on them or something, or like a separatist tattoo on their forehead or something. Oh, you can see.
I would be fine. I would be fine if you just weren't even able to customize them at all, though. Like if you could have
Yeah,
Umarans
if
in
they
it.
had many different factions and that kind of cool thing going on, I wouldn't be mad either. But
Yeah.
then like, you want to be like it would be kind of cool seeing different battalions attack different planets though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like on this planet, you're a different clone battalion. On this planet, you're a
Chris, are you not here?
yeah. No.
Are you? Where are you?
Should we explain the technical difficulties or just go right back into it?
I feel like I'm probably gonna
Just
have it cut
briefly.
it. Or like, are you guys in the?
Okay.
Just briefly. Just go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, sure.
So who's gonna be the one explaining? Like, don't too much about this.
I think the one who's
I guess,
responsible.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I got it. So yeah, this is me explaining that we recently had technical difficulties. Chris was not in the game with us, so he's gonna continue his point now about customization factions, I believe. So, if you want to
Right.
that, sure.
Yeah, so when it comes to factions, like I was saying, it'd be impossible to do customization if you're gonna have multiple different factions playing.
it wouldn't be impossible.
I mean, just when
Well,
you have interesting as others, some
yeah.
will have like be lacking compared to others.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant lackage, and they're going to want everything to be even. Just going back to the perfect Battlefront game 2, say we're talking about the Old Republic, if you decide not to have any faction-specific customization, you could do so many sick battles. Because obviously, like when it comes to the Eternal Empire, they fought both the Sith Empire and the Republic. So imagine just seeing both the bad guy factions fighting each other, and obviously playing as respectively on each side.
Yeah. If you
which
could,
would
like,
be pretty cool, but then it kind of messes up the heroes.
or if you could make your own like
'Cause since-
instant action,
yeah.
how you could choose whatever factions you wanted on
Oh,
each map.
choose whatever yeah, if you can, that
Yeah.
would be really cool.
Yeah.
Man,
You
that'd
know,
be a fun little thing
officially,
to do.
there never was a clone uprising on Camino.
Yeah. Man, that could be a lot of fun if you think about it like that. That'd be another thing to add too, like a way better instant action with actual couch co-op. I know, like, yeah, no one plays couch co-op anymore. I do.
I do too.
I do. Yes, I
Private
enjoy
match.
Not
playing
like couch,
with
but
friends
with
and
my
family.
chairs, but chair co-op.
Yeah, oh yeah, we play on chairs too. But still, like that'd be really fun and important. I understand them not doing 4-player co-op because it's a bit harder to do with the game, it's such a massive scale. But just regular co-op would be nice.
Yeah.
Private
But
matches,
man, I just think they could do so much with this
Like,
possible thing.
they're gonna be-
Man, the
like-
Old Republic would be so good.
Battlefront is essentially a really big franchise, from what I can tell, in terms of like within Star Wars gaming. And if you're gonna be announcing like, oh, there's a whole new era of Star Wars games, but not then just gonna be releasing like a new open world game, you have to have a Battlefront game. That's like such like a foundational, thing,
Yeah, for sure.
a fundamental thing, excuse me, for like for for something as big and grand as a new era of Star Wars games, as they put it.
Yeah, that is true. And even it's a super safe thing to do too, because you make this game, people are gonna buy it.
Well, that's
Yeah, no.
hold on. I was gonna get into this too. The whole skins thing, customization. That's the perfect golden goose though. For if they did like a season pass for just customization, like it doesn't have to be a season pass, but like just
like a battle pass.
yeah, battle pass. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Like not no season pass,
It's
but
like
like a
a
battle
cosmetic
pass.
only.
Yeah, or just or the system that they had for Battlefront 2 could have worked fine with cosmetics, but if they produced more of them, that was the problem. Was that they did it so little that like everyone no one ever had to buy them. Like people literally bought
Yeah.
crystals just to support the game. Like so if they
Yeah,
could
that's what it
is.
if they had that many
Same with the Celebration Edition.
yeah so if
Yeah,
they
that's the
had
reason I got that.
if they had that many
Yeah. Like, it don't even need to be like 'cause how most games do it. They have like different tiers of like costumes, but with Star Wars, like you can't like go too crazy with it. Like you have to have like it's like certain rules. Like they say you don't want a pink Darth Vader and so on and so forth. And
mean-
Yeah.
there's like so many like limitations in the little costumes you can do and make.
Yeah,
And you have to make it
yes,
such a high detail as well. It's like,
It
They shouldn't be
Depends.
afraid to go a little crazy with it though. Like
That's
like,
what I'm
like
saying.
the Shattered Armor Grievous. Like
Yeah.
that's not a canon
Yeah.
skin, but it's still in the game. More stuff like that
Yeah.
would be so good.
Yeah.
or like
Yeah. Yeah.
battle
Yeah.
damaged Vader, how they were like no to that, yet we can have BB-8
Yeah.
murder Vader. Like I don't understand.
Yeah, canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't worry too much about that. Obviously, like you said, no pink Vaders, stuff like that.
Well, hold on. I saw people complain about like saying like, oh yeah, no pink anything, but like if I could make like pink markings on my droideka, I would love that option. I know it wouldn't really make any sense at all, but I would still love to see that. Like it wouldn't ruin anything as much as seeing like all the different, in comparison to seeing all the clone legions together. Like it'd be cool
Yeah,
if they had like
yeah.
an option where you could like an immersion mode.
Yeah, I could see like.
Yeah, like Squadrons does.
Alright, yeah. Maybe like an emblem system where you can make your own emblem, like in Battlefield or
Yeah,
Gods.
or you make your own markings.
That stuff, yeah, and you could even put it on like your droid or clone. I guess
what
if
if you
wanted
could make
to.
your own legion? Like each clone could, or each clan could make their own clone legion.
Oh yeah, that could be pretty sick. Yeah, they add in like a clan feature, and you could do that.
Yeah.
That could be really cool.
Your own legion color.
Can I shoot this?
That'd be cool. I mean, it wouldn't make any sense in canon, but they should do that. Like it isn't.
It's the game, yeah. Like it's your freedom to do something with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It isn't like it's already it's in canon that Obi-Wan fought Kylo Ren. Like there's always other things that you
Right.
can make up for interpretation within the game itself. That oh okay, yeah, I know this isn't real. This is just a game, right? They're just doing it just because it's a game. Similar to how they have
Yeah,
monkeys
yeah.
in like Shao Geonosis at a time or whatever.
Or
Or
Ewoks
actually, no,
on
they did,
Scarif.
or whatever. Yeah, etc.
The fact they have Ewoks on every single map for the OT now. Yeah.
That's like having environs on every map. Like,
Yeah, that'd be how it really is. Ah,
Yeah.
That could be a kind of interesting customization though. Like, what if as a separatist you can choose to be an Umbaran?
that'd be pretty cool. Or like how I saw someone say Trandoshan, like a Trandoshan
Yeah.
sniper class, like a legendary skin. That'd be sick. I would use that.
Yeah, I know. Like, just go back to the games. Like in Gears of War, in the Gears of War 4, as the good guys, you can play as a complete different faction that isn't the Coalition of Gears. So that wouldn't make any
Yeah.
sense, but they still did it just because it's fun. Or like, you can be the robots as the bad guys, even though they never work together. Or you can be like the Terminator, a part of the bad guys. That doesn't make
Oh,
any
yeah, that's
sense.
true.
But yeah,
Yeah,
the Swarm never worked with Terminator, but they're still together. See, something like that could be really cool. Like being an Umbaran of the Separatists could be pretty fun.
Well, the people
And
that
see, if that's
complain,
the case, it wouldn't really matter.
yeah, the people that complain about this, I feel like the people complain about everything. Like whenever they were complaining about the different clone
can't please
legions
everyone.
being available on Battlefront, I feel like what's gonna happen is a lot of people are gonna complain, and then it's gonna come out, and then they're gonna be like, oh well, whatever. Like just like what they did with the clone.
Yeah, I know. Like a different era heroes is a big deal too, and I was on the side of like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like it's fun playing as Kylo wherever you want in GA, or playing as Luke in the Clone Wars. Obviously, they don't do that with the Supremacy, which it's fair, I guess. But honestly, I would kind of prefer if they can play with whoever you want to.
Well, see, and then this opens the door to even more opportunities, like with mods. Like one of my favorite mods to look at is the 501st Overhaul mod, where it makes every single clone skin a 501st skin. So like, there's always, so you can see
Yeah.
like all of them running. Like that's so cool. Like if you really didn't want to do that, you could just get it on PC
Yeah.
and mod.
Honestly, you're just thinking about what you said earlier.
He just
like,
said it's
like
working,
an
it's
immersion
working.
button, or like
Yeah.
an option where like it turns every single skin into something that makes sense for that map. That could work really well too.
Yeah, that's what
That'd
I
be a
was. Yeah.
solution for everyone. If you don't like it, turn that on. Bam.
that's why
Everyone's
they're doing
separate. Everyone's
squadrons,
droids. on
because you
this
can have
map.
like
Yeah.
stupid
Everyone's
designs,
snowtroopers
so
on
you could
Hoth.
just have normal. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a really good idea. That's a really good solution.
Yeah, I mean, they already
Well,
know of that system.
It'd probably be hard to do though, but that is a solution.
Yeah.
They do it in squadrons.
Like I said, you
Sorry.
can't please everyone. Like you can't compromise for you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
Trying to appease one side over the other, or appeasing both sides at the same time. Just
Yeah,
ain't
that's
gonna
true.
get anywhere with it.
It's fair.
I've seen it happen several times with games, and it just fails in so many departments because of it. And they're trying to do more good than actual
Mhm.
bad. So, just yeah. That just makes me concerned when it comes to different settings and trying to appease different audiences who
They
desire
did it in
things from
squadrons.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
but
are
Star Wars
talking
is
about
such
the
a limited
perfect game too.
Yeah, so something we would like our perfect game. Alright. Now I want to talk about some game mechanics I wrote down.
Game mechanics
It's
is
something
something.
yeah, I've alluded to when I was listing my heroes, and a game mechanic that I would love to see is hero and character synergy. That's why like I did my best to have like 4 bounty hunters. So let's say like if HVD is still 4v4, how cool would it be to see 4 bounty hunters running around together and they have synergies with each other? They have buffs that only work on each other, or like passive abilities that maybe like you do more damage if you're by this character and if you're a bounty hunter and stuff like that. Or maybe like I've said, even with different characters, like it would be, imagine if you're playing as Captain Rex and he had like an era specific ability, a buff for clones. If he was with a group of clones, it's kind of like what Phasma has, where like if she was with a group of teammates, like everyone gets like reduced blaster heat if you're just near her, something like that, but for like Captain Rex and clones. But it only works for clones. See, this is a good way of incentivizing people to. It's another solution. A good way of incentivizing people to use era-specific heroes with each faction. If you play with Captain Rex with Rebels, I mean you still can, but the Rebels aren't going to get that specific buff that Captain Rex would give. But if you were to play him with clones, he could maybe he gives everyone a special buff that's near him because they're clones. Obviously, he is a clone himself, so it would work out. And stuff like that,
no.
like it would like how I
But would it
specifically
work
had my
with
hero
Boba
list.
Fett?
No. He'd be on the enemy team.
I'm here to ask the real questions. Okay.
Right.
The real important question is really honest, right?
Uh, See, that's why I did my best to have, like, I have 4 Inquisitors. The Grand Inquisitor, the Second Sister, the Seventh Sister, and the Ninth Sister. See, imagine like a full team of 4 Inquisitors, and they have like abilities that kind of bounce off each other. That really works.
That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
maybe like Han and Chewie have like a special kind of synergy between the two, but they also have like Rebel synergy, something like that.
Yeah, a
And obviously,
1
like,
second
Palpatine, Vader,
cooldown
Thrawn.
for detonite charge.
Yeah, right. Just chug those things. Or even like in an enrage mode could be cool too. Like if like Han is in the presence of Chewie dying, like he has like no heat reduction for a few short seconds, or like same with Chewie, something like that. You see, so they could like really add on to this kind of stuff. And I understand the argument people are gonna have of this will make heroes way too overpowered. They're supposed to be. They're heroes.
Yeah. When they've
Also
always
just
been
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
the thing that pisses me, like, yeah, they're overpowered. That's because they're heroes. The thing that counters heroes is other heroes. They have counters, they're just on the other team. And if you're complaining about a hero not dying, then your hero's not doing the job.
Yeah, but
And
it is pretty annoying. Like whenever it's your teammate's fault and you can't do anything about
Yeah.
it because they're just hiding in the back of
Yeah.
the net.
Yeah, that's true. But I still say that, like,
Isn't
think
a game mechanic
this,
problem.
yeah, this
It's
the
more
game
of,
mechanic
like,
could be really interesting.
It's more the player. It's more of a player issue, I think. Than
Or how cool would it be too if there was a class specifically meant for like taking down heroes? Like they had star cards
Infiltrator,
that
like
made them
the,
do
like how
more
the
heroes.
BXs.
Yeah, like maybe like
Yeah.
a BX had like a if they do decide to star cards again, like they had a star card that makes them do more damage to heroes, and like the Imperials can have like purge troopers, which I know is just Jedi, but I would expand it to heroes just to be more encompassing.
Oh my god!
Yeah, heroes in general, that could be pretty sick too. And like, I would like Droidicus to be on the list for Separatists, but a part of me wants to say Magna Guards.
I
That
forgot.
could be pretty sick too.
I forgot Purge Troopers existed.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. And they could just find other counterparts as well. Like maybe the ARC Trooper's good at taking down villains, right? And maybe they could add in a Bothan spy that's good at taking down villains too. And maybe like a Sith Trooper for the First Order is good at taking down heroes. You know, they could add stuff like that. You know, just
Yeah.
that could be pretty interesting too. Just as another further counter, because I know like what I'm saying a lot of stuff for heroes just because I like heroes so much. I think they should do more with them. So obviously, if they do feel like they're getting too overpowered, a class that's specifically meant for taking down heroes, or like a class that has a fighting chance against heroes, could be pretty interesting. Like maybe like heroes do less damage to them, or they do more damage to heroes, something like that. And specifically heroes, not just regular characters. Obviously, make them usable against regular like infantry, but make
Yeah, I
like their
feel like
primary goal.
He had straight up a
villains.
Jedi
Yeah,
Hunter
villains and
class.
heroes.
Basically,
Yeah.
have more balance within your game. Yeah.
But like I said, like hero and character synergy could be so good. It's so
Yeah,
interesting. Just
definitely.
having like it also brings more strategy into a game mode like
Yeah.
HVV. You want to play Imperials together. You want to play Rebels together. It would be cool to have another Phoenix member in there because I only gave 3. Maybe add Sabine with like Gar Saxon. So you just so you can have another Phoenix member. So you can have a full team of 4 Phoenix, and obviously they have synergies with each other, stuff like that. That could
The
be
game
pretty sick.
definitely can benefit from having like mechanics like that, promoting like
Yeah,
more
it could also
play
like
and-
open the door
like,
to like. Honestly, this could almost be
teammates.
an entire other game with just heroes, but that's for a different discussion. I also think more hero modes could be a lot of fun too.
Well, we've talked about that. We've talked about like a game like Overwatch.
Yeah, with Star Wars characters, that could be. I would play the hell out of that. Yeah, but for the time being, we got Battlefront, and Battlefront has heroes, and they should be more.
Yeah, definitely. It's like
Yeah,
these are characters
them
that
way
people
more
love. Yeah.
important. Make them feel like heroes. Obviously, they already feel like heroes in every game that they're in. They usually do them right, but and also like a better saber combat would be nice. But it would be kind
Yeah.
of hard to do when like most of the game isn't lightsabers. Which
Yeah.
I know people have a hard time understanding that. It's kind of hard to do a good saber combat if most of the game isn't lightsabers.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just how things work. Not everyone in this game has a lightsaber, so making good saber combat won't really matter if you're fighting someone with a blaster hero.
Yeah.
And if you make things super in depth, then lightsaber duels can be long, and then someone just comes up to you with a blaster and just murders you real quick because you're too
They actually
focused at this
they
duel.
improved upon the combat very well. And
They did, yeah,
Good.
but it's still
Yeah.
mostly spammy.
yeah, it's very savvy.
It was
Can't
a
lie about
huge
that, it's just-
improvement from Battlefront 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
definitely.
was.
There's a
you
more
can actually like
flow.
block,
There's, like,
parry, and you don't get
There's
stunned
like cross
like you
ups.
did in the last
yeah.
game.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
like a more like an actual parry system would be nice.
Yeah,
Because,
instead of
you
like
know,
exploiting
not
the
this-
game.
Yeah, exploit,
Yeah.
parry. But yeah, they get. So Saber combat can be better, that's a lot. But man, Siege used to be really fun. Another small thing I thought of too, and I've told you guys this before, just because I think it would be so much fun. If they added a way to like hear the hero's theme in the middle of a match,
Oh yeah.
maybe like yeah, and obviously
Maybe like
make
a
an
kill
option.
streak or something.
Yeah, you go on like a small kill streak with the hero. You're playing as Anakin. You're killing it,
Battle
and then
Heroes.
Duel of Fates, not Duel of Fates, I'm stupid. Battle of Heroes starts playing.
Yeah.
Like there'd be so much hype once you hear that. Obviously,
Yeah,
you know, there should be
yeah,
a way to turn it
that's
off
nice.
because that music's copyrighted for the people streaming and recording. But that would be really cool.
That's something that
And-
makes me really upset.
yeah.
Is how in this game, like, you can only hear Duel of Fates on like Naboo.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
why?
Or when you're
Why?
spawning in as Anakin and
Yeah.
then you die as Anakin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like
If,
it'd be cool being
um,
able to like hear.
With
It's like that,
yeah,
that
it's
song
like
gets me
kill
so
streak.
hyped too.
Yeah. It's like I know, like in the original Battlefront 2, when you're winning a match as the Empire, you start hearing Imperial March. Dude, that's
Yeah.
so hype every time you hear that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But,
Very
um,
You're winning, you're
patriotic.
dominating, and then you just start hearing Imperial March. That is very patriotic.
Who is
Just
this
listen
guy?
to that, you're
Yeah.
like, yeah. That could be really fun, just hearing the Separatist March when the Separatists are winning. And you can do a lot of stuff with that.
Like the clone theme.
Yeah.
This guy was
Man.
being an issue. Sorry, I
You
was
know,
talking
like
to
I
the
said,
spot.
there should be a way to turn all this stuff off for the people that obviously are streaming and recording this.
Yeah.
That should be
We're
given.
able to turn music off in general.
Yeah,
so I'm
see,
assuming
so
that'll
yeah, it
encompass
works
that.
out. And also
Um,
another thing I'd add for heroes, it's pretty important, very small, but I think really important for the larger scale game modes. They should bring back hero introductions.
Oh yeah.
It's so bizarre that
Such
they
a
didn't bring
nice-
it back. They had
yeah,
they
such a
had
hype thing to
yeah,
do.
it was such a cool thing. Just hearing Vader come in and just
Like,
man.
yeah, like there's
And
like
this
a
is
little
another thing
iconic
too, yeah.
pose of like the little fists and
Yeah.
the lightsaber. Yeah. No, so-
They could even monetize this. Imagine if every hero had like 3 or 4 introductions and you can choose or buy which one you want.
yeah.
Or maybe
Yeah.
there are
Like
some in the
Mortal
battle
Kombat,
pass or something like
yeah,
that. They can,
yeah.
yeah,
like if you
like-
have a different skin, yeah, you do a different one.
Yeah, they could easily monetize that. And dude, I would buy a crap ton of hero introductions, just switch them up for different maps and different modes. Cause like,
Yeah.
why not? It'd be a lot of fun. See,
It's
that'd be
just-
another good thing, a fun thing I'd like to add.
It's just kind of like disappointing though. Like you're the only one that would see it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but dude, you're the only one who needs to see it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine like just having like, say just they add Thrawn in the game, and he has one where he just comes in on an Imperial ship, or one where he was already here and just walks in and stuff like that. You see, yeah, there could be like legendary ones and stuff like that. They could do a lot of stuff with this.
Yeah.
Obviously, voice lines I'd work on too. More voice lines.
I want to add on to what you said
Alright.
about the music though, real quick. Sorry,
ahead.
but in Apex Legends, there's actually like the option where you can like kind of like customize your background, like your loading screens and like your like the music packs and stuff. So you can like choose like favorite tracks, and then you can like select like random tracks and have it play like a random
Oh yeah, I
favorite
see.
and so on and so forth. And
That could be
do the
pretty
same thing with
sick, yeah, for
Background
them to
banners,
add.
yeah.
That would, I mean, yeah, Star Wars has such good
Yeah.
music. Being able to listen
Yeah,
to whatever songs
exactly,
you want on the
yeah,
main
exactly.
menu would be
Yeah,
great.
and then also like when you like load in like different music, it's like there's different music that plays. Like what I noticed with how the music works in this game is like, it can be very periodic. Like it can like go
Yeah.
hype and they can go low depending on the phase. That can be like so cool, like like having like different music. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
idea. But
Yeah.
yeah, no.
Yeah, that is
Idea
that
just
is a
came
great
out when you
suggestion.
mentioned that.
Man,
Sorry.
they really do need to do more with the music.
Yeah, like if they're like say like the clones are losing, I'll do like a, I don't know, like a clone theme in the minor instead of major, so it sounds sad or stuff like that.
I gotta say, like, this game was really lackluster in terms of like loading screens and everything. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even remember the 2015 loading screen. Battlefront 1, like 2004, literally was a Battlefront.
Yeah.
A Battlefront was the loading screen. And then like how 2005 like showed clips from the movies that
Yeah,
get
for
you
the
so
movies and
hyped.
stuff like
Yeah, and
that,
like
yeah.
what oh my god.
I mean,
Like
it's
it-
cheap to do, but it worked.
Well,
It
I've
worked great.
thought about like I've literally just fantasized about this. I'm like, well, how cool would it be if like how cool would it be if like in loading screens like to maps like you were going down on like an LAAT ship or something, and like down into the atmosphere, and that was the loading screen.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
really
Like, you
sick.
just see
like,
that-
just landing and everything like that. Damn,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a game that I've played that's similar to like has a loading screen like that. What am I thinking of? Crap, well, I need to think about this. Keep talking.
The shooting game.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it is. Where you load in like and it looks like just like oh yes, of course. What's
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare has a thing that's pretty similar to
Yeah.
that, where you're like riding
think I
in
know
on
what
like a
you're talking
bike or going in on a helicopter.
Yeah.
And that's
you
because
come
the game
down,
loading.
that's how it
Cold
starts,
War
yeah.
has it too. In my opinion, the one in Cold War is actually better than Modern Warfare. Which, yes, I know. Me saying that is kind of crazy, but yeah, the loading screens in Cold War are pretty cool because like they're like coming in on a boat and everything, and they're just going on. Everything looks pretty intense. And
I'm
stuff
just
like that. It actually looks
imagining,
pretty
like,
sick.
I'm just imagining just seeing an
yeah,
LAAT.
launches.
Like you wouldn't even have to see
Yeah.
the actual map, but just seeing like the planet's atmosphere, like the colors and like this just clouds
Yeah.
coming through, like from
Yeah,
like an
that could be
LAAT.
pretty sick.
You
Yeah,
see,
and
like,
then,
the
like, it gets
battle
closer and
already
closer.
ensuing.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying is you don't have to show that because it's a loading screen. But but as
I
it got
guess.
closer, it could.
That'd
It
be
could. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? Like, oh,
Mhm.
God, that'd be so cool. Man. Yeah, I fantasized about that a lot.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Alright, let me see if I have any more written down.
And it's
Alright.
kind of been on my mind like my entire life ever since I played Battlefront 2, the original.
Yeah, they could do a lot with that for sure. Man, that
Yeah.
would be great seeing. Man, that could be just looking at the loading screens will be fun in itself. Man, well, here's hoping, I guess. Yeah, the last thing I got written down is more hero modes. I guess we could like, what other hero modes would be a good
A
idea?
hero hunt. Hero hunt. Well, I mean, obviously hero
Like from
hunt.
2015?
No. Obviously it had problems. I've thought about this too. But like, imagine a hero hunt where like you were in a separatist dreadnought, and like in your clones, and you had to hunt down Grievous. But like instead of like it focusing, I just saw that. That was really funny.
No, because I did my heroic might and they weren't affected by it. And that's just common Battlefront being Battlefront. It's fine.
Yeah.
Continue.
A hero hunt, but more focused on objective play instead of like once you kill the hero, you become them.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I know.
But
like
if
I
you-
think
if you
like
had
a
to, like-
hard point from like Call of Duty
Yay.
could be a pretty good inclusion as a hero mode. Or like you
Yeah.
have to stand on a point for as long as you can, and the entire right.
well, like
and
the
the person who stands on different points the longest, it gets points. The team with the most points wins.
well, like 12 people, or that's just a number, but like have to kill the hero, but the hero has objectives. Like if you were Grievous,
But like you have to do this certain thing. You have to
Like,
do
you
a
have to
certain, maybe like as
activate-
Grievous.
you have to just
Yeah, right,
sabotage something, like activate the activate the escape pods, and then you have to like make it to the escape pods and extract before, like obviously they kill you. And if
And like
you
the
if you
outro
take
is him
too
saying
long,
time to abandon ship
yes.
when he
But like
wins.
if you take too long, the other team gets a hero too, but they also have the clones. So like you'd obviously would lose. So like you have to
Right, yeah.
incentivize to try to.
I mean,
like,
would you have a specific scenario like that for every hero? Because that'd be really hard to do.
for
It'd
most
be
of
really
them,
cool today.
you could do that. I mean, you could literally just switch out the heroes with like the different ships on like a lot of the
Yeah, I
maps.
mean, adding like that to like adding like a hunt mode game mode with like that thing with Grievous, maybe something with Vader could be really fun.
Yeah. Or
Like
Yeah.
oh
Vader
my
on
god.
Tantive
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
yeah,
this game would
It's
be
it's,
Walks
Va-
on
it's,
Endor,
it's
walks on
Vader on the
Hoth.
Tantive 4, except
Yeah,
it's
Vader on the
reversed,
Tantive 4.
where the rebels have to do it before Vader kill. You know.
yeah. If it,
Oh.
Yeah.
you know, what'd be really fun. This would be a good idea for like a Vader Tantive 4 thing. Well, obviously not exactly in the Tantive 4 era, but like what the rebels have to do is call in Luke Skywalker.
That'd be really cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way you win is by Luke fighting and killing Darth Vader, which I guess the entire thing could end. You could work so hard as Rebels, but it could end if you have a terrible Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
stuff like that. Yeah. See, the Friday, I think you call him like Tommy Jarvis. Except
Yeah.
Tommy Jarvis still sucks, so it doesn't really matter. He's gonna die anyways.
Tommy Jarvis.
But the... Then, yeah, that could be really fun. Like I've said, a hard point I think could work pretty well in a hero mode. Like a capture the flag, I don't think a capture the flag would work because Boba exists, and also Jedi are fast.
Well, I mean, you could make it where like the jetpacks don't work.
Yeah, or like you can't jump high when you have it, as like
Yeah.
Luke. You can't like yeah. I guess that could work. Definitely make it more like escort based, which I guess that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a good solution actually.
I mean, they did that in 2005. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I know. I'm just trying to think of what else could work.
The enemy has captured the flag. We have gained the flag. You've dropped the flag. Retrieve the flag. Oh my god.
It'd be fun to see a larger scale hero mode with like a lot of heroes,
Oh yeah.
but I'd
Yeah,
say
like
I'd
the
probably
old
just
Battlefront.
You
leave
mean
that,
like
leave that
2000
to events.
Well, like how 2005 was. No. Like how 2005 was with.
Or you could have their heroes versus villains.
Yeah. Well, no, that's not even it either. Like, I've talked about this before, but obviously, the perfect Star Wars Battlefront game for me would have player-dedicated servers, where you could have that as a game, like as a server. You know what I mean? Where like Heroes Unleashed could literally always be on in a server instead of events. So like if you don't like Battle Points events, like if you don't like fast spawn or something like that, or reinforcements events, you don't have to sit. You can't just not play for the weekend. You could go to a different server.
Yeah. That is.
Oh.
That is
And
a good idea. Yeah.
It would also
That's what
help with.
Battlefield does.
Yeah, it would also help with balancing issues. Like if you didn't like, there could be servers without starfighters.
Palpatine.
Yeah, or Palpatine,
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah, that would actually fix a lot of things.
It would. I don't know how that's
Or
not a
like say
thing.
you don't like playing with heroes, play on a server without heroes.
Yeah.
You only like heroes, play on a server with cheap heroes.
Or different ways to get them. Like one has battle points for the hero method, like and whoever gets the most battle points, or it does it like 2005, or you can have it where it just randomly selects a player to play as a hero. Things like that. So if you want to be more
Yeah.
noob friendly, and if you can't usually get a hero, you could do that. That's an alternative. But
Yeah, that's a man. I didn't even think about server browser. Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I don't know how DICE has like made this many games and that's still not a thing. Like in Battlefront, they're like, oh, this works really good. You know what we shouldn't use this on? Battlefront. Let's just
Because they
ignore
don't
it.
want to copy
Yeah.
Battlefield.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is
I mean,
stupid.
they keep saying that. Like, dude, who cares?
What a terrible
Right?
excuse.
This is Star
Yeah.
Wars. Add capital supremacy.
Oh,
There's the only reason Battlefield's a thing is
Conquest.
because of
It's
Battlefield.
the only reason it's not called Conquest. It's because that's what it's called in Battlefield.
Next, it should have been called Galactic Conquest, but yeah.
Like,
Go
that
for
was
that.
just, the
that
big
was
ship
something
thing.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of
Oh, yeah.
people would like for them to bring back Galactic Conquest, and if they found a way, make it better, I'd say okay. Because I know I'm alone in this. I understand. But Galactic Conquest is boring to me.
You're boring.
It gets you're boring.
No,
Yeah.
screw
You
you.
like it?
No.
No, screw you.
I'm kicking
Playing
you
with
out of the
AI
podcast.
maybe.
Whoa.
Friends.
Well, Chris, I was looking down on my phone for a bit. I have to, you should see my face right now. Like, my eyes are peaked up so high after doing that. Glasses pulled down, looking at the screen. You
Alright.
got that recording, right?
Now hiring new members for the Couch of Serenno podcast. Only
Yeah.
requirement is to like Galactic Conquest.
Like, really.
But going back to the game mode spans multiple maps. Battlefield 1 had a similar mode. I've told you guys this before. Operations. I actually
Yeah.
really liked Operations. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun. It was very
They
similar to
have that
Galactic
as well.
Conquest,
Yeah, they have
except
that as
it's
well.
more linear. Galactic Conquest obviously like a web of maps, but obviously when it comes to these maps are all tug of war. It's not just conquest.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
like you
there's
have
a
to
different-
push forward on the map as far as
Yeah.
you can, and if you beat, you go on to the next map, and they can bring you
Yeah,
to
there's
the
like
other
certain
map.
like time limits. Like if you do it for run out soldiers, like you'll have like a disadvantage if you do it. Like if you, certain advantages and disadvantages for playing well, at least for grand operations, which I played in Battlefield 5, which is similar to what you talked about.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that
so,
is
so-
an interesting concept.
obviously, I'm pretty
Or-
sure in a newer Battlefront they could make it less boring.
Damn.
So, I'm sorry, it's boring to me. It's
I've been playing
playing on
multiplayer.
Geonosis over and over and over and over and over again.
Maybe you just suck.
I literally, every single time I play, I never do the map, but they keep spawning and trying to go for the same damn planet, and it gets boring.
Well, that's just
That's just the matchmaking. It's more of a
that could be
developer
fixed.
issue.
You see,
that could be
they,
but,
fixed with AI. I mean, like,
you see, like the Galactic Conquest in Battlefront 2004 has a simple solution: blow up the planet.
oh, we talked about this
Something
before
like
too. Yeah.
it wouldn't make any sense, but like
There isn't like much diversity
maybe
with what you can do
maybe,
in
like,
this map.
what they should
know what you're
do
saying.
is that like the bad guys will blow up the planet, but the good guys will be like, or they somehow just find a way to lock it out. You know?
Well, I mean, wasn't that what they did for the Separatists? Was they literally just like did a massive amount of droids where it completely.
Oh yeah,
overrun
yeah.
the planet?
Maybe like you set up like a blockade on the planet, new gun razor and everything. That could work too. Just so you don't have to keep playing the same damn planet. Like after like a certain amount of times, if like the planet gets attacked like 3 times in a row, not even in a row, just in general, the last person to take it, they have it locked down.
Yeah.
Well, then you couldn't
So I
win.
think 2's acceptable, but
But
you wouldn't be
okay,
able to win 'cause the
yeah,
entire...
you wouldn't be able to. Okay. Okay, then how it could work is that the planet just will no longer be counted. That's it. When you blew up a planet in 2004, it no longer counted the planet, correct?
Okay, that would have to be an option. I mean, like, no,
I don't
they-
want to. Okay, all right. You know what? Yeah, if you guys enjoy it, I guess maybe I'm alone. With that. Maybe I'm the only one who finds that very repetitive and boring. But I guess if people like doing it, they don't have to do it. I just won't play the mode.
and I think the thing is they'll have such a plethora and variety of maps, and they'll be different to each other, that it won't be boring because they have so many maps and stuff, and
Yeah.
they're all going to be in different eras. So
Yeah.
Well,
we'll
that's
see
not.
where that goes. Also,
Galactic
it'll be fun
Conquest
to see
wouldn't
that
work in
too.
different
Just going
eras.
up
That's what's disappointing, because it wouldn't make any sense. The entire point
I mean,
is
like
like
Galactic
complete
Conquest
galactic
was like
or
you could do
universal control.
Age of
Yeah,
Rebellion.
or maybe it's
and-
like different per
Oh.
era. Like make it so like as Clone Wars and Separatists, you can't play on Hoth or Endor, so on and so forth, right?
They did
As
that.
Rebels and Empire, I know that. I'm just saying that this is, this is how you do it for this. Just use the same solution. So there's like different selections of maps, but obviously some be the same. Like Tatooine makes sense for them to do it again, and other stuff too.
Yeah. No, actually, I'll go off on this. This is, Galactic Conquest was literally my favorite part of Battlefront, of, like, the
Yeah.
original Battlefronts, because it just the concept of, like, trying to become, like, get full galactic domination is so cool to me. I can see how it's repetitive. It is repetitive, I won't deny that. But like but in this day and age, they could totally find new ways to build upon it. Like just the concept of like having it multiplayer, like co-op, like playing with couch co-op on that game was so much fun. Like against actual other players, like in versus.
Yeah.
Like the how they could implement RTS elements into it I love it. Like so, imagine if like.
Yeah.
Imagine if, like, I mean, I say like 16 versus 16. You could there's six, a roster. You could split each other up, like in terms of like real time battles, where like people are
That
fighting
could be
different
pretty
battles at the
interesting.
same time. Yeah, and like how or if you put people in different capital ships, so like each one controls their own dreadnought, or like their
Gentlemen,
own.
I'm going for B, by the way.
Okay.
Sorry.
Good stuff, man. We'll distract on it.
How
See,
like.
that's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah, like how you could have a certain or 4 people control like
Yeah.
one Venator, and like they can do whatever they want with that Venator. Obviously, you can coordinate with each other, go back to HQ and stuff. Obviously, you have capitals like Jedi Temple would be
Yeah.
the Republics, and like you get certain bonuses for each planet.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Oh my god. I just think it'd be so cool.
Yeah,
I like the whole
actually,
currency as
yeah,
well.
that would make it a lot more interesting. Being
Yeah.
able to split off, I think that's a very interesting way of doing things. Just
Exactly.
separating your team, and like have
Oh.
you guys go on the other side and trying to take planets, like trying to
say if you
sandwich
took
the
a, like,
galaxy.
And you could literally make,
mean,
you could
I-
draw out battle plans, yeah. And like, and if it was in versus,
Just be
you'd
like,
be
"Alright,
fighting 4
yeah."
other people doing the same thing. That's like the perfect sweat game mode. Like, Bryce would love it.
Yeah.
Like an idiot right now.
I say if they took out like Camino, that would like you wouldn't be able to like kill your clones, or like obviously they wouldn't be able to make any more. So
Or
you
like,
have very limited
or like
time
if you,
to
or if you
finish
had,
it.
if you lost Camino, you wouldn't be able to use the garrison bonus anymore. Things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, different planets have different bonuses and so on and so forth. If they're
And you have
used
to
that
use
way
like your
here.
army like sparingly.
Yeah.
If you take out like a
Think
droid factory,
a lot of
they have less
strategy,
droids.
a lot of planning.
Yeah, that'd be
all
so
key
much fun.
things.
If
Or
this was,
sweat.
we're talking about like the
Exactly.
perfect Star Wars game, or like an ideal Star Wars game they could make. Like if they had Battlefront, like obviously they'd have to focus on one era. I think if they like doubled down on like a Clone Wars Galactic Conquest game. Like that was the sole purpose, was Galactic Conquest. Maybe they made a spin-off, or like you know you could do instant action. I mean that it would be Battlefront, but that would be ideal to me. Like that's the perfect Star Wars game to me. Oh,
I pretty much
Oh.
took
Yeah, I
single
can definitely see
handling.
how that could be its own game.
yeah.
I pretty much
Yeah.
took B single handling.
It's kind of like Empire at War. If like say if you take out Grievous, they can't have Grievous on the battlefield again because you killed him in like wherever.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
and you have
obviously-
to unlock the hero. Yeah, the heroes themselves.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Or like with each Venator, you got one hero with each Venator, and you got to choose who was assigned the hero. Things like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, all my notes kind of go into all of this. So yeah.
Your notes going to this? All right.
Yeah.
Are you
It
done
touches
with
on all
yours,
things.
Chris?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. You want to go into
Okay.
yours now, Bazinga, or me?
Well, if you thought that was long, here's his was the theatrical cut, and here's the extended edition. Because I've written for it, but I'm gonna go right behind this rock. Okay. So I'm just gonna, before I start, this isn't in any way, at least for like hero-wise, I'd say, the heroes aren't meant to be realistic at all. It's just all and every character
Right, man.
that I would love to see, that I can think of off the top of my head. The maps are obviously ambitious, but obviously maps I like to see. Then the mechanics are pretty realistic, I like to think. So, in no particular order, these are all the heroes. Qui-Gon, Mace Windu, Savage Press, Kit Fisto, Plo Koon, Cad Bane, Aura Singh, Highsinger, IG-11, the Battlefront 2 and Battlefront 1 roster, Kiadi Mundi Evekov. Here's an interesting one, because Yarrow Poof is actually in the High Republic. So if they wanted to, they could actually tie it into like the whole High Republic and introduce the High Republic that way. By adding Yarrow Poof. So that's not actually like a stupid thing, that could actually work. Also, Cal Kestis, second sister, ninth sister, Kanan Jarrus, Sabine Wren, Captain Rex, Chopper, R2D2, Zeb, Callus, Tarkin Thrawn, Taron Malicos, Sarge Ventress, Darth Vegas, Starkiller, Chuck T, Commander Cody, Newt Gunray, Poggle the Lesser, Sais Tin, Wat Tambor, San Hill, Ahsoka Tano, the son, the daughter, the father, Ezra Bridger, the Grand Inquisitor,
The daughter
Harrison
and
Yeah,
Dillon.
dude, the Force deities, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, that would be really sick.
Yeah, who would you
I don't
count
know how they
those
do
with?
that.
they're on their own
Yeah.
team. You just spawn
Oh.
in as them, and like then you
Yeah.
start a
Whatever you
new
want.
faction. Yeah.
Or you summon, or you counter it with Anakin because he's like the chosen one. That's how you like counter it, I don't know. That'd be pretty sick.
That would be pretty sick.
Yeah.
I didn't even
Din
think about
Djarin, Mayfeld, IG-88, Grogu, Cara Dune, Greef Karga, Bo-Katan, Pre-Vizsla, Tar Vizsla, Embo, Bad Batch, Delta Squad, Moff Gideon, the Fifth Brother, Sage, and Ina Cordova, Jocasta Nu, Cypher Diaz, Ray Lavros, General
that's-
Hux, Poe Dameron, Sorry Bliss, General Pride, Django Fett, Sam Wessel, Coleman Trebor, Depa Balaba, Barasofi,
Oh my!
Luminar, and
What the hell?
Dooley.
What the hell's wrong with me?
Did you
Yeah,
not
Oh my
think of?
God.
Big stock like Wedge Antilles, Bail Organa, Rush Clovis, Ron Kota, Watto, Padme, Maz Kanata, DJ, Captain Typhon, Captain Panaka, and their last one links into another thing which I think it could be super cool.
Heroes
Hondo
Unleashed is
Anaka.
gonna be crazy.
Hondo Anaka. There's something very cool they could do with him. You know how like Warzone and Modern Warfare do it with like the gunsmith? He could be
Yeah.
the gunsmith, and you could like add attachments to your weapons.
Oh,
like
I see.
him.
Kind of like a Jabba the Hutt, was it for?
Yeah,
Like,
but you also have like
2014.
yeah, you have
15?
like bounty contracts by Hondo.
That could be pretty
And
cool.
he's in
I'd
all
actually
three
really like that.
eras, it works, yeah. He's
So
in
I
the
s-
prequels, originals.
So I see
and
you went for
sequels.
a realistic approach with this one.
Yeah, everybody
Yes.
knows Wanda's gonna Wanda's gonna be the next game.
Yeah, I just thought that'd be just funny. I don't know how that'd even work. I
Yeah,
think he'd be more like a support, like Tambor. He'd be like a support character.
dude, Wat Tambor, man. I'm just thinking of like what he does in Galaxy of Heroes. He could do something similar, where like he can't attack, but he can distribute like really powerful tech
Yeah.
that like
But-
just makes heroes a lot better than they already are.
See, I
Yeah,
feel like this.
But like he's at the very back of the battle, so you can't like get to him
Yeah.
or something like that.
He's just
I don't know
floating
if
around.
that'd be very a fun hero to play as.
That'd be like super hard support.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be best for. I mean, some people don't even like playing as like a lightsaber hero or blast hero, so they could just do that if they want.
I feel like this would go better with the whole galactic conquest idea.
Yeah, that's when I was writing all of this. It's kind of what I was thinking of. It's like the main thing in mind. Because that was just the heroes and villains, by the way.
Alright.
So here are the maps. So we have Coruscant, all Battlefront 2 and 1 maps, Umbara, Dagobah, Best Spin. Obviously, when I say Best Spin, I mean in Galactic Conquest form. That's what I mean for all of these. Edu, Jeddah, Lafal, Christophsis, Seleucami,
You say
Zygeria,
Lafal?
Zepho. Yeah.
Okay.
Pagano, Dathomir, Ryloth, Alderaan, Serenno, Nahata, Nashadar, Toydaria, Mimban, Savarine, Corellia, Typhon, Mandalore, Sorgon, Navarro, and Cato Nemoidia. So that's all the maps I got. I feel like Mimban would be really cool. That's literally basically like just a war zone in solo.
Yeah.
So
Man, see,
as
going back to
Christoph
Heroes,
says-
man, I cannot believe Django just completely eluded me. I don't
Yeah,
even know
that
how
was
that
pretty
happened.
weird. They could, I mean, obviously pair him with Padme, I think. Would be
Yeah,
good.
for him and Padme. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So dumb. I don't know how that just completely escaped me.
I mean, I only felt like Padme best because I thought she was already in Battlefront 2, which is stupid of me. Damn. Yeah, she didn't even get added.
Oh man.
Alright,
Yeah,
we can-
Django would be sick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
it'd be very cool.
it's quite the list you just gave there, man.
Yeah, there's a lot.
You got anything for game mechanics?
I was just seeing if you have anything to say to that. I can move into reinforcements if you like.
You got a reinforcement list too.
Then after those game mechanics, then I'm done. But yeah, I'm just gonna hide behind this rock. Right. So for reinforcements, obviously all Battlefront 2 and 1 reinforcements, Magna Guards. They could have like Inquisitors, but have it so like because it's kind of like you can customize your own, kind of like, because I have bounty hunters on there as well, so you can just make up random ones. It's still like its own class, and they have like a base one you can go off, but like, you can still customize it. Boffin Spies, Dark Troopers, Mandalorian Super Commandos, Shock Troopers, Flame Troopers, Royal Guards, and Senate Guards.
Senate guards would be cool.
Yeah, we never got them, but I feel
Yeah,
like
I mean,
they're
I don't
good
know
to
what
have.
they're doing not on Coruscant, but they look cool.
Yeah.
But they follow
Alright.
basically Palpatine everywhere he goes. Royal Guards. And they,
I just like how they
follow
have
all
like the little
senators as well.
all hot thing. Just looks really cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, Roman.
They're basically royal
Armor
guards,
thing,
pretty
yeah.
much, just blue. And for prequels. They could still add it, and that wouldn't be too hard. I think Mandalorian Super Commanders would be pretty cool then. And Dark Troopers.
We need to talk about the tank. I think needs to go. We all got clapped.
I've literally just been killing tanks like this entire game.
They could add like all different phases of Dark Troopers as well. Like the different eras.
Yeah, after seeing the latest Mandalorian season, Dark Troopers would be pretty cool. And if you
Yeah,
hear that
like-
theme when they spawn in,
I wanted
Yeah,
Dark
like,
Troopers
yeah,
from
yeah.
the start. You know
Yeah.
that?
yeah, but
With the
now we have a
phaser.
canon version of them, so they actually can.
They were already
it's
canon.
a
They're in Rebels.
Yeah.
Thrawn has
Right,
them.
but- yeah, I know, but like you don't see them do much.
Oh my lord.
And to be fair, most people think if it's not canon, then it's not good. Because
Yeah, I know.
only canon is good.
People
it's
don't
like-
count though. They don't.
Yeah.
I don't think that's but
What do you think about
What is this?
Mandalorian Super Commandos? Because I said about
Pretty
Mandalorian
sick.
stuff.
What faction would
Yeah.
you? If Mandalorians
They'd have
had
like
their
an
own
entire
faction,
Mandalorian faction, yeah. They'd also be on like I think like Now Hutta, because they'd be like working for like, the Hearts.
now
'cause-
Hutta would be such a sick map.
Yeah.
I
Same
mean,
with
that,
Nar Shaddaa.
yeah.
No! No! The spawn, the objective. Oh my gosh, I lost some
nope,
spots.
this never happened. Cut this out. You don't lose.
Alright.
Even like Alderaan, they could actually do something with Alderaan.
Yeah, like that could be pretty cool. And it blows up at the end like Newtown.
That actually be really cool, yeah. You just find this intense battle and then everyone just dies.
Exactly.
It's like, oh,
like
we
Newtown.
won, and then we all just died. It's
Alderaan
much
could be
point.
Battlefront 3's Nuketown.
Or like, you could be like Zygaria, and it's like the clones versus the Zygarians. That'd be pretty sick.
Super ambitious.
on best
Even if they
instead
add
of
just a portion
Rebels.
of these things that we're suggesting,
Yeah.
it could still be a really
That's
cool.
why my
I
mind's
mean,
like bored.
He kind of just asked for everything. So,
Every
Yeah.
single named character in
Yeah.
the Star Wars to ever exist
Yeah.
should be a hero.
if you don't have them all, then it's a failure.
If Watto
I'd say
isn't in
that,
this
but-
game, I'm done.
Just scrap it.
Oh man.
Right, now we get into the more realistic side of things
Well,
with game
Yeah, one of
mechanics.
these. Well, like going back to heroes, I'm just thinking. We talk about all-time war for a little bit. It would be really cool if they got a more variety of heroes, and they were pretty like their place in the game was more defined. As in, it was pretty
Yeah.
clear when someone's a support hero and an attack hero and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
like you notice it
Yeah.
like through gameplay.
Like Finn's a really good
for the
like
entire
support
team.
character. Like it would be cool if they made characters like way more defined. Like the whole point of this character is that he's support. He could do all this. Like Obi-Wan's very defensive, so obviously he's really good at protecting. Maybe have like a
Give him,
defensive
like-
buff for clones or stuff like that. Something like that.
Yeah, it's more defined within their abilities and like their weaponry and their skill set. Like you
Yeah.
can tell one's defensive with like how he fights and like his stamina and so on. And
Mhm.
like how he
Imagine
plays
like
literally
Qui-Gon with like
the
4
ability,
speed.
defensive rush. Yeah.
like
I
proper
think of
healers and
Trilla
everything
having
as
a
heroes
speed,
could be pretty
like a dash
interesting.
of sorts that allows you like kinda
Yeah,
go
yes,
fast.
that could be pretty cool.
Or like Embo, like yeah, he uses like his hat for like a sled and like a frisbee.
Oh yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
pretty
I'm
sick.
thinking, what's that one Mortal Kombat character? I can't remember his name. Come on.
Kung
you
Lao.
know who I'm talking about. Yeah,
Kung
Kung Lao.
Lao.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was thinking that. Yeah, have that as like a
Yeah.
ability
And he
to
can
throw
use it
that
to block
around.
as well, because that's what he does in the
Yeah.
show.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
Same
That'd be
with
such a
deflect
unique.
like
That'd be such a
blaster
unique
shields.
character to
Yeah.
have. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's so cool.
Just speaking of Mortal Kombat, just going a little tangent real quick. Do you guys see the set photos of Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that. I'm curious.
Dude, Kung Lao looks
That's
so
about it.
weird. Like that when I see that guy, I don't see Kung Lao.
I didn't realize that was Kung Lao. If I think it's who I think it is.
Oh, he has a hat, so it's kind of
Yeah. Yeah. No. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. I
He looks so
suppose.
weird. Like he didn't look like Kung Lao.
Looks too. Dare I say American?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. He does.
Yeah. I don't know. If if he plays the role well, I suppose. I mean, that.
Yeah, if it works, it works. I guess. So far, everyone else looks good. You know, I was looking things up. You know that apparently Sub-Zero is like half American.
You know. Basically, it makes sense.
I didn't know that. I thought he was just full-blooded Chinese. Just quick lore drop on you
I do need
guys.
to probably. I haven't meaning
Alright.
to actually play more Mortal Kombat.
All right.
No, but back to Star Wars, I suppose.
Yeah, back to
After
Star
I
Wars. Right. Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah,
any
Limbo,
commercial breaks.
hats. What are you guys talking about?
Alright, I was gonna move on to the actual game mechanics.
Right.
Obviously the first one being parrying, and that ties in very well into like a new kind of system I was thinking of. To say if it is in like Galactic Conquest, you'd like you basically initiate a duel mode between like a duelist or duelists. So
That could
means
be
you're immune
interesting.
to blast the fire, but you obviously you can take damage by the duelist. So you're able to
Yeah.
have like seamless like duels, and if you're good,
That's
it'll last a
actually
while and you
that's
won't die.
pretty genius. Not gonna lie. That
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
very easy to
being,
experiment
especially
with.
like just voice lines and stuff like that could be really good too in the middle of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like you
Hearing
know,
like
you
Kenobi
initiate
and Maul talk to
duel.
each other, yeah, and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
and
That could
they
be
have, like, a-
really
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
That'd be really
and if
cool.
you're getting the upper hand, they can have like a voice sign, like
Yeah.
basically
kinda something
hinting
like-
at that.
Back in 2014, I really like. It's super rare, but when like Vader and Luke clashed,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
so
something
you do a
really
little
that.
voice-
sick.
Yeah, they would
Yeah,
do
it
a
would be
voice line
cool,
as well,
it-
as well.
It would be cool
Yeah.
if all heroes could do that, and they all
Yeah.
had like specific voice lines for each other. Even with characters that never met, that'd be kind of cool if they just like, oh,
Yeah.
who the hell are you, and so, or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
See, with that, maybe like implement some kind of light and heavy attack, and if you heavy attack at the same time, you go into a clash.
That's pretty much
Yeah.
what it is with
Yeah, like you press
Battlefront.
RT for a light, and
That's
maybe
it.
you hold RT for a heavy, something like that.
Yeah.
That could be really sick. Just
Yeah,
more
otherwise you
interaction
get
between heroes would be
punished.
great.
Yeah, because if you're good,
One
you
of my
get
favorite
punished
things
for
of this
being
line,
good.
yeah. Yeah, one of my things that I just absolutely love about this game is the hero banter, and I wish there was more of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
It's so
especially between
fun
different
hearing,
like types
yeah,
of heroes.
yeah, it's so fun hearing.
Like
the
that
heroes
are
talk
not
to
even
each
like
other.
familiar with each other. Like I know
Yeah,
like Han
like-
Solo and like something like not the like the one with like the solos Han Solo, I guess. Like it says like calls Dooku Count Dracula, I believe, or something like that. Or something like I know they make a Dracula reference of some sort with the young Han Solo. And
I didn't realize
I really
that, wow.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's like they did that because they
Yeah.
wanted to get him to come back to do voice
Or even
lines
like
for
how
the-
Boba is just like referring to Rey, he's like human female with a lightsaber, minimum
Yeah.
threat. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
Animal!
Animal. Yeah,
That another thing that kind of ties in with that. But like they could add like a whole system of different lightsaber forms. To say if you switch
Yeah,
form,
I think that would be hard.
you
to
go into a
implement.
more
See, in it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
when I
Because
when I
the
went
different
to
characters
before,
are known for different
yeah,
lightsaber forms,
with like
quote unquote.
like a For Honor kind of games,
Yeah.
like being able
Yeah.
to switch saber form for a character that knows how, could be really good for a game like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
But in
I
the
can definitely see
in a
that.
game like Battlefront, I don't
Yeah,
think
it'd be
it'll work.
hard
I mean,
to-
obviously, if
yeah.
we're dreaming, we're dreaming. But it just something like that
Yeah.
would be sick.
Huh.
But I don't think that'll work.
Like say like a character like Obi-Wan, he would be better at form 3 than say a character like Anakin, because that's his main form.
Right.
And that's how.
And obviously, there are
try and
characters
get
who are
around
good
that.
at all of them.
Yeah, like say like Sindralik, he'd be like third jack of all trades, but he's like average at all of them. So that's kind of like his trade-off. so he's not really good at any. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah, that could
pretty
be
average at
interesting.
all
See,
of them.
yeah, see, for a game like a For Honor Star Wars, that'd be really sick.
Yeah. I just put it down just anyways, because something like that could come up, and yeah, it did. Yeah, that'd be really sick if they could do that.
Going back to the conquest thing, I was thinking like about more refined. Like, how cool would it be if they took more RTS elements? Like, you know how like in RTS
That's
games,
a
whenever
beautiful
they're
segue. Yeah.
whenever they're far away though, like how you can't find them. What if like like how I said like they fought other planets in real time. So instead of like following like by planetary maps, like you have to go one planet to the other planet to the other planet, you could literally free travel space, like to go to whatever destination you want. So you could flank around if you really wanted to, but obviously there would be certain, there could be different intrusions. I can't think of the word, like obstacles that you wouldn't be able to plan for. Like some of them might have like, you might come across like patrols, and you'd have to do like a small space battle or something.
Like
Or
an
like
asteroid field.
and you would take hull damage, so your Venator or your Star Destroyer would be damaged, and like that would like you have less troops or something, or like but you could flank around or you could do whatever, but you wouldn't be able to see the enemy. Like you would only get like notifications or like alerts, like hey, this planet's under attack. So if you wanted to go after it, you wouldn't be able to just join in and attack. Like you'd have to get there, but in a certain amount of time in order to resupply the battlefield, like against them. You know what I mean? Like how cool would that be? Like if you get there and then you'd be like if you got there before the battle ended, you'd be like a second wave of troops on it. So you could have like full on huge assaults too. So like at the very end of the game, instead of like at the very end of the game when you'd all be in one area and like you're defending the last planet, all of your people would be on that planet. You know what I mean? And like you'd have to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that'd be sick. Anyway, I was thinking of that.
You're just kind of thinking of where you're
Plus,
saying on different planets do different things. It kind of reminds me of Battlefield 4's Operator.
Yeah.
Where like you could like if you control different objectives, you could do different things. Like if you control this certain objective while you're the operator in Battlefield 4, you can like send down supply drops to help your teammates, or you can send out cruise missiles to try and destroy enemy tanks. See, something like that could be pretty interesting too.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's a pretty good segue into what I wrote, because I know it's probably too RTS-like for Battlefront to have, but personally it's just something I'd really like to see. I don't know if it would be a class or something, but say like you can play as like the general or like the admiral or whatever,
Yeah.
and
like
you're basically in the capital ship, and then you're like an RTS, like strategizing, telling your troops where to go, and saying like where like AI should drop ships in, so like say your teammates can get in like a I don't know, like a speeder or something, so they can like flank around an objective.
Yeah,
or
actually,
tell
that is
troops
that
to
is
move.
exactly what the Battlefield 4 operator is. You can send down like vehicles and send down munitions boxes, and obviously
like the whole
yeah,
like the whole con of that is obviously you're not allowed to leave like
you're stuck as the operator.
area. Yeah. So you'd be just
That could be
stuck
pretty
as,
cool.
like, commander.
Or even like if they decide to bring back capital supremacy, what they could do for that is like the general or the person in charge gets to choose where the dropships go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just another little thing added onto it. Yeah, that could be pretty interesting.
Yeah, because I'd play as the admiral like every year,
Imagine-
because I just think it's so sick.
Imagine if you could set up your own command. Like if you own the planet, you could set up your own command posts.
Yeah,
Just put them in
and,
like the
like-
most inconvenient location.
But that separates
Put it
like,
in
the bad
Founder's
players
Spawn.
from the good. So if you're a good player, you're not gonna do it right in the open. You're gonna do it in some like, cover.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, like an urban environment will be really easy to hold. But if they take it, it'll be easy for them to hold. So things have, pluses and cons.
Yeah, like I say, like you're the admiral, and like the team on the ground is losing. They can like request more troops, and you can decide if you send them or not. Because say if you want to save them for the other planet, or you just want to save them for like later, you can do so. Stuff like that.
Yeah, it could be pretty interesting. And you could like deploy a hero and stuff like that.
Yeah. You can say which
Yeah.
hero is
You're gonna have
able
that.
to
Yeah,
be
you're gonna have to have
deployed.
like a really good person being the general if you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
That's
do
what
imperative
it.
creates
that
the
they know
bad one.
exactly.
Yeah.
You guys convinced me. Oh my god. Okay.
We did the impossible.
But then, yeah, he wouldn't be a very good admiral, and that's kind of like the whole thing of it.
Oh man, it'd be so cool.
Yeah, you can choose who
Yeah.
gets the hero too. Man,
Yeah.
that could be
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. Not. I'm not trying to diminish your ideas, but one thing I really wanted the this is like a thing that I say, like they make these games very I wouldn't say, I guess, like really easy to get into, but then all these other mechanics you're describing as like
There's
very,
not
like,
much
sophisticated.
nuance.
Yeah, there's very sophistication in these mechanics, and I'm all for that. Like I really want that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there's gonna be I want them to really push. Like,
That's what I thought
like
they were
more.
doing in Squadrons.
Well, they did
Yeah,
it
'cause
in
you know when you're, like-
Battlefield.
Yeah. Because you know when you're spectating and you have like the whole screen of like the entire map and where everyone is. I thought like when I first saw that, that's gonna be like you're in the command ship and you're able to tell AI
yeah.
to like help your teammates and stuff. I thought that's what that was gonna be. It wasn't.
And what I'm
It's nothing
saying is
like
that you're talking about all these sophisticating mechanics, but I feel like not many. Well, I mean, there's gonna be a plethora of people. But also
Are
gonna be
you telling us that our fantasies, our unrealistic fantasies, might not happen?
No, no. Yeah, no, I just don't. No, I mean, I just don't think they'll make a game. Not unless they do. Because the point is that they need to like present their mechanics more
I
interesting.
feel like the reason
better.
that would work is because the whole thing about being an admiral is you have to be good at the game to be a good admiral. And if you don't
Yeah,
really
you would need to
understand
understand the
mechanics, you're
game,
not gonna
yeah.
be a
Yeah.
good. You're not gonna be a
Yeah,
good
but like
admiral.
but then you may have like someone. Okay, if you get out of the game, so yeah, I see what you're saying. This is get out of the game, so that, like,
To say
bad
if you're
player will
just an
take it.
idiot in general,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty unlikely you're gonna be a good admiral.
Yeah.
How do you even become an admiral or a general or an operator in Battlefield?
Depending on there's a different queue where you could, if not all of the servers allow for it, because you can turn it off and on. If you come across a server that does, you can be like, oh, I want to be the operator, and you'll get put into a queue. And when the time comes, you can be it when the match starts.
Wow.
It's really fun.
feel like the
You,
way it would
setting
work
down
in this
ammo and
game-
stuff like that. It's really cool.
Yeah, it would be like similar to that. Like, say if like your matchmaking similar to, I mean, it's a terrible reference, but Friday the 13th, where you could favor spawning as Jason or like a survivor. You could do it like that. So if you want
Oh,
to favor
yeah,
spawn as an admiral or a hero. Well, yeah, admiral works more than a hero. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be very cool.
Mhm.
The whole thing about the admiral is obviously you have to, like, you have to be somewhat competent and intelligent to be able to be a good admiral. And that makes sense.
Speaking of stuff
You're
like
not gonna
that,
be a
queues.
bumbling idiot.
I wonder, like, when it comes to regular game modes and stuff like that, obviously there's something like that that's very different. But like when it comes to selecting a hero, that I feel like that's gonna be an important thing that could make or break a Battlefront game, in my opinion. Because if
Yeah.
trying to become the hero is impossible, then it's not gonna be fun. Like the battle point
Yeah.
system, I think works really well. I feel like they should keep it,
They
but
balance it out
the
more.
way they should make it better is by adding in the queue system. I've heard many people talk about this before, and I think it can work well. Where if you
Oh, yeah,
don't have enough
definitely.
points, there's an option to play as a hero, and if the hero's
Yeah,
already
like the old
taken,
Battlefront,
it puts you
yeah.
in a hero queue.
Yeah.
Or like,
definitely.
oh, once the hero dies, you'll be the hero, and stuff like that. I
And
think
the
that could
pop-up
be
would
pretty
be like, I
interesting.
don't know, like, do you want to play as Anakin Skywalker? And it's like 30 seconds, and you click yes or no,
Yeah.
like the old one.
But obviously, instead of saying you won't play Anakin Skywalker, it's going to give you the hero selection because it's not going to be one
Yeah.
hero per map, obviously. It'll be fun to see larger scale game modes with multiple heroes because playing as 2 heroes is fine, but I really missed when Capital Supremacy allowed for 4 heroes on the ground phase.
Yeah,
I think that was a
really
lot of fun.
Yeah, it could be pretty unbalanced, though, especially with like Chewie.
Like the hero design is like was.
I mean, it's
it
Chewie and
still
Lusk.
is very unbalanced.
Like,
Yeah.
you can do what you want with that, but I
And then
think it
there's
was
also
really
Palpatine.
fun.
to map out.
Just
map
like,
out
especially like when you're trying to go for like the middle objective, which is C. Like, just it's
Yeah.
just an HVV match there. But I think that's pretty fun.
Yeah.
But this is the cool thing when it comes to servers. You can choose what you want.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
That'd
I
actually
really
be
like,
a
like,
really
good
good and
match
realistic edition.
noise.
I do think would be a server browser. You're right in that dark. That would be a really good, safe, and just
I
genius
can't
edition.
believe it's not in the game.
Yeah, you're right. It's ridiculous that it's not.
Like they could, you could literally, I mean, it'd be a bit extreme, but you could literally use that for private matches as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, buy it, but
yeah,
it's also another way of them making money too. Just saying, monetization. Come on.
I know. Like what the heck?
It'd be so good for like YouTubers and everything alike. Just people who want to have like a Battlefront night with just subscribers, right? Just buy a server and you play with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you could man. I guess it's just too smart.
Giving them that money. Anyways. Yeah, pretty much.
It's funny because the instant action has like a good user interface too. When you want to play Supremacy, you can choose how many heroes you want on each side, how many tanks, how many reinforcements. All you gotta do is make that into a server browser.
Yep. It's amazing.
These are not like crazy ideas. It's just like something that you.
That's a very basic thing.
Well, we came
Like,
up
it's
with
not like
crazy
it's-
things with it. This one is honestly the
Yeah.
thing that would do the most good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it could be so much fun.
Uh,
How would you
Nothing
guys
about,
want
like,
the?
the
How would you want
admin.
like, if a game would have seasons? How would you want that to work?
I would think purely cosmetic, obviously.
Obviously,
Yeah.
but would you want a battle pass or just? Obviously, it would be kind of nice if you could just pay for what you want for, but also you
Yeah.
gotta think in terms of monetization. Battle passes for work. So I think it's pretty safe to say that
Definitely.
the next Battlefront game is gonna have a battle pass, unless they lose taste for something else.
Oh, like a
never know.
battle pass.
Maybe Battlefront 3 is gonna ruin battle passes for every game.
I mean, I'm an adult.
If
That's
they follow
gonna be the
track
big
record-
thing.
If they continue the track record somehow, they'll do that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna do something stupid with the battle passes, and it's gonna become super controversial.
Like you can get a character in a battle pass or something stupid.
God, if they make another stupid mistake like that,
We just
Oh
wanted
my
you to
God.
feel a reward. You take 80
Yeah,
hours.
pride and
to play-
accomplishment.
Yeah, to play Darth Vader.
I'm sure it's
that was
criticism.
so
Yeah.
dumb. Oh yeah, I've been out for a while.
Damn.
Pick me.
I see.
Yeah, I would think, obviously, fully cosmetic. I wouldn't mind a battle pass. I'd buy it. It's Star Wars. I don't
Yeah,
care.
I'd buy it
I
too.
personally don't care.
Obviously, yeah.
Obviously, I wouldn't have to worry about it as much as like a younger fan would. But for
Yeah.
something like that, I don't know. I feel like there could be alternatives. Maybe if you could outright buy the skin, I think it'd be alright if you could outright buy the skin too. Like
Yeah.
obviously have a currency.
Instead of like
like
grabbing
credits.
for like a whole battle pass. It's
Yeah,
like,
I think
Like
the skin
this-
store, like Modern Warfare, would work really nicely.
Yeah,
Obviously,
honestly,
don't be able to buy weapon blueprints because that's overpowered. But like being able to buy different skins from a store and then have like exclusive skins for a battle pass could work really well too.
Someone please
And even
kill
like
that
how I
guy.
said before, when it comes to hero entrances, you could lock hero entrances behind that kind of stuff too. You could buy the ones you want,
Yeah.
and some will be offered on battle pass and stuff like that.
emotes and things like that.
Yeah, you could do a lot of stuff with that. Just voice lines and everything. Come on. And the problem is
Just had
getting a
a
bunch of voice
really-
actors together for all these characters.
Yeah.
But so you do it all at once.
That's just a really cool idea for like with the admiral. So like, so if you win like a number of matches or like a thing with like least casualties, you can get like a eventual rank of like Grand Admiral, and you get like a special Grand Admiral skin. That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, that could be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
And obviously, yeah, they see like the white outfit, and they know obviously you're Grand
Yeah,
Admiral.
and you have like the
Honestly, the system they had in
All
this game was fine though. If they just didn't produce enough.
Hmm.
That was the
Yeah.
biggest problem.
yeah. There was like no reason to buy. There's no reason to buy crystals.
Yeah.
I mean, I wanted to as well. Just like,
Yeah, it's
those
just I
skins,
have everything I want, and yeah, there are a bunch of skins I don't have, but I don't want those skins also.
I literally just bought everything just for the sake of it.
Yeah.
I have like 300,000 credits to spare.
I still have over 1 million. That's it. I don't have every single skin in the game. I just have the ones I
I'm
want.
like 700k, and I don't. The only skin I don't have is, I'm pretty sure, is the more one.
Oh yeah, the Moss skin, yes, of course,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is still really obnoxious to get, but, you know.
Yeah, it is obnoxious.
So I haven't obviously actively tried to
It's
get
just
it.
really sad that the last update of the game is get the Maul skin, 2 heroes that it is from like it's the BB-8 and it's freaking Evil Twin, and yeah, I don't know, just so it's honestly a big joke to me.
It is. Yeah. Alright, well, should we go into mine?
I did have,
Oh, you still more.
I did have some left, yeah. I mean, they were pretty minor compared to what I said before, but it was like, multi-seat transports.
Ah.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I didn't even think about. Yeah,
We
that's
need
small
that.
but
So,
pretty
like,
big.
Oh, I
Safe.
had that too, yeah.
But one that ties into that is like, so it's like you can just walk up to it and get in it. It's
Yeah.
like the old Battlefront. To
That
say
would
if
be
we
nice.
were going to
It'd be cool too. Like
LE18,
if you want to be in
Yeah.
the air, like there's just like parked starfighters in your base. You just go
Yeah.
in and then start flying.
But that could also like tie into like the whole Admiral thing. It's like, say if like you spawn, you can spawn like in basically like the hangar, and there'll be some there, but there'll also be like on the ground as well. I think that'd be pretty cool. There's already like some in the battlefield, but like you could go down on LE80 as well.
Yeah, yeah. Man, a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
like during a
It's so
tank,
simple
then-
too, but yeah,
Yeah, it really is.
It's yeah, this so bizarre that that's not in this game too.
Yeah, except if we're all like in an ATT, like that's not a one person vehicle, that's multiple. That'd
Yeah.
be really sick as well.
You can control I forgot the one rocker, the one vehicle, what it's called. The ATT, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Like that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
most
it'll
of
be
it,
fun to
yeah.
control walkers to AATATs on Hoth. Yeah, they're slow. They do a lot of damage. And like, yeah, even like how you were able to spawn on them in Battlefront 2005.
Yeah,
That'll be
And now
a
we
fun
could do,
little
like,
mechanic too.
seamless,
Bring it next to
like,
objective, and then you could just keep swarming them
yeah.
until they
And that'd
destroy
be like
it.
seamless, like capital ship to like ground, so it won't be like a cutscene. That's one thing I didn't like in this game. I know it's hard to do, but obviously with next gen, I'm sure that'll be a lot easier to handle.
Oh my gosh.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you could go capital ship to ground or vice versa. With like no cutscene, that'd be pretty cool. You get to choose where you land. And...
Well, that's it doesn't need to be a cutscene. It just, I don't know how, like, LAT and dropships would be so cool to just, if it was on larger scale maps, like 2005. Like, again,
Yeah.
or like a Galactic Conquest style game where you could
Yeah,
just
that's what I
get in
assumed
LA,
so
yeah.
it should be for, yeah.
Or like if you're Republic Commandos, or like if you wanted to be in a squad of Republic Commandos, like you could all drop down in a specific location. Like you could
Yeah.
see like an overview of the map and choose and like come down like an ODST trooper or something. Like that'd
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be pretty sick.
But I kind of be in squadrons, so if like you try to jump into like the enemy territory straight away, you get like instantly shot down, only because
Chris,
I mean,
did
if
you
you start
get
a map,
kicked out
everyone's
again?
gonna be.
Yeah, I got kicked out a while ago.
It's pretty
Alright,
good.
so continuing. We had
Seamless
some more.
transition.
Yes, we had. Chris again failed us.
Battlefront hates me. It's not my fault.
Yes. So, do you have any more, Bazinga, or are we ready to go into mine?
No, you can go into yours now.
Going to mine now? Okay. Um. All right. So, first off, I have the ability to play cross-era maps and teams. More fun skins. Like I don't care about canon as much. Like I remember asking my uncle, I'm like, "What skin would you want most in this game?" And he's like, Mark Hamill Joker skin for Luke." And I'm like, "Yeah,
That's perfect.
yes."
Yeah, you see, at that point, I'd be like, yeah, that's too much.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's like an Indiana Jones skin for Han.
That'd be something too.
I have
Yeah,
player-dedicated
finally,
servers. All right, yeah. Well, we've
Yes.
been through all this now. We got through most of this.
Well, private matches also, yeah.
Now I have for the roster. First off, I made a realistic count one. Like I had one that like is the amount that we had, but I added to it because I just realized I didn't care anymore. So I have
Fair.
for the heroes I have Obi-Wan, Anakin, Ahsoka, Yoda, Qui-Gon, Padme, Luke, Leia, Han, Chewie, Lando, Ezra, Rey, Finn, Poe, Zori Bliss to try to balance out the sequels.
Oh yeah,
And,
that's nice.
Din Djarin, Bo-Katan, and then for I have this as both a hero and a villain, Revan. You have him on both sides. Yeah, I think you said the same thing.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, and then I also have Bastila for heroes, and then I also have Malik for villains. So there's Revan on both, and then there's Bastila and Malik. I also have a Clone Commander as a hero. I think this would be pretty cool. If since there's so many of them, or like Commander in general.
Oh, like you can pick and choose?
Yeah, you could like maybe equip a star card. Like they'll have like a few unique lines, but for the most part they have like a lot of different weapons maybe, but they have the same basic abilities.
Yeah, or even be able to choose weapons. That could be kind of cool.
Yeah, and that would change the skin. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like Cody could have his jetpack. That he
Yeah.
has in a few scenes. His
Yeah,
invisibility
Rex
effect.
2, and you can
Yeah.
choose to do a wheelless piston.
Yeah.
That could be pretty sick.
I think that'd be pretty cool. And then for villains, I have Maul, Grievous, Dooku, Ventress, Cad Bane, Jango. And this is another thing that I've said this multiple times. Like how you're talking about the issue, how we don't have Jedi because we have trouble, finding people to balance them. I think a great balance, like for the villains, would be to have two versions of Palpatine, like how they have Anakin and Vader.
Yeah,
How they
I was
have
thinking that myself.
Yeah, they could have Darth Sidious, and like he uses both of his lightsabers.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah, and
That'd
then
be
they
pretty
and then they also have Emperor Palpatine as a separate villain, so you could have them both at different points in the war. Like, and obviously, Sidious wouldn't be deformed.
You could have
Yeah,
Jedi
like,
Dooku.
yeah. Then I
That'd
have
actually be pretty sick.
I have Vader, Thrawn, Boba, Bosk, Starkiller, Kylo, Phasma, Hux, Malik, Snoke. For I don't know what he'd do, but it's just there's like no one to choose from on the sequels, so Snoke.
Yeah, that's why I want.
I just
Yeah.
put General
Poe
Pride
and
for
Hux.
and I didn't even think of Snoke.
Yeah. Moff Gideon, Vizsla, and then again Revan for the villains. So that's pretty basic. It's a little bit unrealistic, but it's close. I think it's
Yeah.
close to what could be possible.
Reven's pretty unrealistic.
Yeah. Like if you take out the
Reven,
legends.
man, it'd be so sick to have Legends characters in there. Yeah, I think I've said this before, but I was talking to you guys a while ago, but like bringing in Legends, having Starkiller as both light and dark side could be really sick too.
Yeah.
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 You just
And
call
then-
one Star Killer and you just call one Galen Merrick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you see, it could work really well. That'd be sick.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. That'd be really, and just have the dark side version as, his like armor, where it's like basically like the claws.
Where he becomes the new Vader. Yeah.
Yeah. Basically that. Yeah, that'd be very sick.
That'd be terrifying.
Like
Um,
Romco. Yeah, great.
Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, the main
Yeah,
reason
so-
I didn't say any Old Republic characters is because I'll go into some spoiler territory, and I thought I'd just avoid that completely.
Alright. And then for maps, I went a little bit overboard here. I have Coruscant. I think I would like that. I think I'd like what you said, how the urban would be better. But then I have Palpatine's chambers as like a side note for its own like HVV map.
like an HUV map. Yeah, that could be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I think that'd be pretty cool.
Pretty
I think
sick, yeah.
I think it'd be pretty cool if you could play on Coruscant as the rebels too, and like how it would be like in ruins. I think that would be pretty cool. Like the Jedi Temple.
Yeah, they
would be
try
in
to take
ruins.
back like a New Republic kind of thing. Like they take back Coruscant.
Like
I
how that
suppose.
Old Republic trailer of Malgus is like on fire. Similar to that.
Yeah.
It's just completely massacred.
I have Geonosis, Kashyyyk, Utapau, Kamino, Mandalore, Umbara, Naboo, the Theed Hangar again. Theed Hangar is a must. It's just too. Episode 1, Phantom Menace needs more representation, okay? And that's the best
Yeah,
representation.
especially if you add in Qui-Gon, you can't not have that.
Yeah. You can have. Yeah. It's just the perfect Duel of Fates thing.
Forgot
Then there's-
Mustafar.
Yeah.
Completely
There's
forgot.
Bespin, and then for an HVV map, I have the carbon freezing chambers.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm so annoyed I didn't add that back. It's such a really visually appealing map.
Yeah.
That's been
It's iconic too. Yeah.
very.
Tatooine, Yavin 4, Hoth, Death Star, Indoor. I have the Death Star's throne room as its own HVV map. I have Mustafar, and then I also have Vader's
Chris, why aren't
Castle.
you Hoskin?
I have Vader's Castle as an HVV map.
Because I forget.
I think Vader's Castle is pretty
Fair.
good.
You want to call me out some more?
It just caught me off guard. That's all.
Damn.
It just caught me off guard. Just had to speak out my mind.
Keep going.
I have Vader's Castle as an HVV map. I
Yeah.
think that'd be pretty.
Oh,
I was expecting to hear
that's
that,
pretty
yeah.
sick,
Yeah.
It was an A.
Yeah, when you were
Jack-
listing them, I was like, I'm surprised that's not your first one.
Yeah.
It's just fun to be
Uh,
around here somewhere.
Jakku, Starkiller Base, Snoke's
Why
throne room
Jakku?
as an HVV map. I don't know, man. 'Cause it's the sequels. I can't just ignore it, even though as much as I'd want to.
Knowing Dice, that means I just brought over the same map. That's the only reason I say that.
Jakku, Starkiller Base, Snoke's throne room, Crate. I have Exegol on here, and then I also have Kijimi. I think Kijimi would be pretty cool. It also gives me a lot of Renvar vibes, so like I think that would be welcome. In that.
Wish they had
in that
Renvar.
sense. Yeah. I mean, it's like Renvar. It's like Walmart Renvar. So,
Yeah. But like that and like Jeddah are like kind of like they basically split Renvar into two and called it those two.
Yeah. So that's it for that list. I also went into game modes. I have Conquest, Galactic Assault, Galactic Conquest, Hunt, and then I went into different hunts that I'd like to see. I would have liked to have seen an Ewok hunt, Wappa hunt, Geonosian hunt, Clone hunt. I don't know what I was thinking with that, but okay. Clone hunt.
It's an idea.
Yeah. Wookiee
Your
hunt.
Imperial's hunting.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, no, that's what it was. Yeah, it was on Camino.
Nice.
And then I have
See,
Wookiee
Wookiee
Hunt.
hunt.
hunting.
I have Wookiee Hunt where it'll be stormtroopers like hunting down Wookiees. And then I have Tusken Hunt. I think that'd be pretty fun. Heroes versus Villains, Hero Showdown, Hero
What
Hunt
about Gungan
Revamped.
Hunt?
Gungan Hunt, that'd be pretty cool too. But you know,
They're just throwing us like blue like balls.
yeah. The grenades
Yeah.
would be crazy.
Very cool. Yeah.
Instant action.
Grenade spam.
Higher player count, I think, would be necessary for larger maps to really, for the
I think I'll
battle
do that, yeah.
for the battlefield experience, that we all were here for.
Yeah, 32 v 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, the AI thing kind of bothers me.
It never bothered me. I understand why people don't like it, but like it also like I think it really works.
Makes
It really
sense.
helps. It does make the battles seem a lot larger than they actually are, and also like it's also like super new friendly too, so everyone can feel like they're doing something. I mean, at its
Yeah,
heart,
that's-
Battlefront's a casual shooter. You can't just change that.
Yeah, of course. Adding some new players to it, yeah.
That's why I got. As if
That is
this,
fair.
the fact that that's people's only problem with capital supremacy really bothers me.
Yeah. I mean, I wish
It's
it was like
just,
64 v 64 with
yeah, I feel
AI,
like
but
that's
I
kind
don't
of
think that happened.
that's kind
They need
of
to make bigger
outrageous.
maps too small and so on and so forth.
I think
Too
I
tight.
32v32 is the ideal.
I think 32 v 32 is fine. I mean, 64 v 64, that's insane.
Yeah, that's insane. That's the idea.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Alright, I have map triggers, like, there could be an echo-based echo-based destruction, depending on how the map, or depending on how the game's playing out, that could happen. It could, create sandstorms, like on Geonosis. I have map variations.
Oh, yeah, that can be
Whenever
pretty sick.
they fall like sandstorms and Geonosis, except it's more than just like the level, like how it is in GA. I have snowstorms on Hoth, like variations, like you could have blizzards on Hoth where like you can't even see outside, and you'd have to like, depending on how the map variation is, you could have to mainly switch to staying inside, trying to stay inside.
Yeah, that
So
goes to the
'cause
whole
of-
evolution kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then night and day differences. I also went in and I think I would change the classes. I think I would go and I'd have the assault.
Not Ewoks.
Yes, no, well, yeah,
Alright.
but I'd have the assault. I'd have the heavy. I'd add an engineer class. I would add a medic class and keep specialist, and I would take away. I'd move officer. I would move officer to a reinforcement for like 1,000 battle points. Because I would change the core gameplay where like where the health would work like how it works in Battlefield. So like I want more support roles. You know what I mean? So like they'd
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, I see.
By that you mean like not passive regeneration to that
Yeah.
to like an OP extent. Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah.
as well.
You see, I
Yeah.
personally, I wouldn't like that.
You
Yeah,
wouldn't like
because I
that?
feel like
That's
Yeah,
like,
I don't know if I would as
I
well.
don't like that, like, at all.
because given how the
I don't like how the
officer
health
already
works.
is
I
OP
understand what they're
as
going for, and it
is,
works for that game, but I don't
Yeah.
think it would work well in a
given
Battlefront
how
game.
the con-
That's not,
'cause,
yeah.
like, officers are like kind of OP as is, and they're like kind of meta in terms of battle points. So more reason for them to be played and utilized is just something that I don't think they need. They need to like balance more things
Okay.
and move away from that meta style. I think. Is that old Master?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's old master in Rebel maps. Or on OT
Yeah.
maps.
Flex.
But
What swap?
Okay.
I would like to see that. I think I would just want more like ways to play as medic, like more support roles. I'd like if they could find a different way to have more support. I would agree with you, but I really am a fan
Tambo.
of that type of game, and there's just not very
Yeah.
much of that.
Yeah, that's as much as I do like playing the Battlefield games, it's like the health thing. I understand why they have it like that, like I said, but I don't think it'll work for a Battlefront game.
Yeah.
Because like I said before,
So unless
this
you're
is
playing
this
medic,
is more
you-
casual than Battlefield.
Well, it
Yeah.
worked in 2005. I mean, I know that
You could
different.
heal normally in 2005.
Yeah, but you'd have to go to a
Typically,
you'd have to go to a because they would drop health packs.
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
you could
you're
go
right,
to a
yeah,
medic
yeah,
droid.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, or you go to a So like there's
Or like
obviously
a
ways,
shotgun class, right?
yeah. The,
Yeah, but you see, I like the normal regeneration. I think it should just stay like this. But obviously, these are different opinions. But
yeah. So then I have through that I have for reinforcements, I have like I said I'd move the officer there. I would change it around.
But would
the
that
abilities
affect
around.
heroes?
Uh,
Like the health thing? Or just
Yes.
the troopers?
I would. I mean,
I mean, it would- I mean,
ideally no.
heal on kill I think is ideal for
yeah, that should stay as a passive thing.
yeah, that's a passive. So yes, but also no. You know what? I would probably have it where I don't know. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, it's what you want. I mean, all these things are never considered. These things are considered when you're developing the game itself. So, I mean,
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, you could. I think it would be cool, like if you could help the hero out like that. But at the same time, like
Yeah, you could get
it's
smelted
not really
easily.
it's not really necessary. And the heroes move so fast, anyways. That like there's other ways
So if
to
you're like
support
on
them.
1 health, you'd have to just get a kill to get the health back, or like a medic comes over and helps you.
Well,
or
I
just
probably
health
wouldn't just.
regeneration.
I probably wouldn't just. I'd probably keep the heroes how they are with their health right now, because I think
Yeah.
that they're perfectly fine.
You see, there's another thing too when it comes to like that kind of gameplay, like Battlefield gameplay. If you added heroes in Battlefield, that would be kind of insane. When you have someone like the whole point of the slower health regeneration of Battlefield is to prolong battles and make it so, you know, the time to kill is really slow. But when you have a hero that's going around murdering you, no problem, having the no heal is going to make infantry practically useless.
I will have to say though that they do have like hero characters of sorts, but in like Battlefront OP. In Battlefield 5, they have like
Yeah, I
certain
know, I
characters that
understand.
have
Like,
like
in
different guns.
Battlefield 1, they had like the same kind of hero thing too.
Yeah,
But it was different. You could still easily kill them.
yeah,
Run them
yeah,
over.
same goes
Well, you
with
could do that
this,
in
yeah.
you can do that in Battlefront.
I
But,
would
like,
never realize they were a hero until like I looked at this symbol more close. Like, oh, it's a hero.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It's noticeable. It's like, oh, this one character is, yeah, no, it's like it is in comparison to Battlefront, but yeah. The idea is definitely there, but just needs tweaking and over consideration. But, like all things do, I'm pretty sure, like all ideas we've had.
It's like if you had the health regeneration like that, like in Battlefield into Battlefront 2, heroes would have to be weaker. That's just how things are gonna have to be. They're gonna have less health. They're gonna have to do less damage. That's why in Battlefront, the original Battlefront 2, as soon as you ragdoll a hero, they're dead. You can kill them no problem. One explosive and they're dead. There's a reason it's like that. It's for balancing reasons.
Yeah, I'm still a fan of that type of gameplay though. I just want more support, so more ways to play support.
Yeah, I do like support. Support is one of my favorite classes to play, like in anything I play.
But
That's why like when it comes to support classes, how I would do it is to have heroes, like I've said before, like heroes who are more support oriented.
yeah, but
So
that's
playing Finn in larger scale modes is really fun for me.
yeah. Back to reinforcements though.
Right.
I have infiltrators. For the infiltrators, I have keep sequels. For reinforcements, I really just keep it all how it is. But I have shadow operatives and Bothans, so like the shadow troopers.
That could be pretty cool.
I have ARC troopers and then BXs. For enforcers, I have well, no, I don't have this. I have for enforcers, I have B2, Droideka, Wookiees, Death Troopers, K2 SO droids, Dark Troopers, the Gunner, the Sith Trooper, the Spy, the Flame Trooper, yeah, blah blah blah. I also added a guard class though, which I think would be pretty cool, where it would add Jedi honor guards, like the Sentinel guards, like on Coruscant.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. That could be pretty sick.
Paired with Magna guards as their counter, and then for
Yeah.
Rebel honor guards with the Emperor's guards as their counter, and then you could also probably add in the Senate guards too in there, but the Emperor's guards and then the Praetorian guards, and then just I guess keep the Rebel honor guards for the sequels.
Yeah, that would be that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. And
Yeah.
I had a whole list of vehicles here, but it's basically like what we've seen before. But we basically went over all of it, like
Yeah.
like not on tracks, more transportation, not like the battle point system for starfighters, or you could just don't do the whole.
Like in
Have
all
it where
the-
you could get into them. Yeah, have it where you could get into them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically all that I have for that.
Well, there's a way we can link this into a Battlefront 3 actually coming to fruition, because I don't know if you saw, but the actors and actress who played Iden Versio, Delmico, and Admiral Versio were seen recently, like, all together, and they were doing, like, motion capture, and so they're working on something in, like, LA. So that means...
That'd be a really weird. Battlefront 3 is a continuation of Iden
I mean, it would be,
Versio.
but that could
She
mean...
dies though.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's a prequel story, which it probably is. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
prequel story and
Admiral
make it
Versio
actually
dies.
about the
Motion
Empire.
capture.
Yeah, I mean, that actually would be about the Empire, so,
Yeah, because it would take place beforehand.
yeah.
I would be really disappointed.
But that would
if
mean
Iden
a Battlefront
Versio was
3.
in Battlefront 3.
Yeah, it's something I've always said
Same.
to the lead up. I've told you guys so many times, and I'm pretty sure I've said it on the podcast before. But when Battlefront 2 was coming out, I was like, oh my god, she better not be a hero. I had nothing against her, but still,
up
I
the
didn't
roster
want her
slot,
to
yeah.
waste the hero. Yeah, I didn't want her to take up the slot.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, I wouldn't want it to be a continuation of prequel.
Yeah, nor would I.
If they did a
I mean,
campaign for
but that's
Battlefront
our
3, which I'm
closest
pretty
thing
sure they're gonna do
to-
another campaign.
Yeah.
I would like a retelling.
That'd be something too. Yeah, what would the campaign be?
I would
yeah,
like a
for Battlefront
retelling
3?
of Rise of the Empire.
Oh, I like that.
That
too.
could be pretty sick. Actually, yeah,
And they're doing
that'd be a
Bad
great
Batch
idea.
as well. It's like a tie into Bad Batch in a way.
Yeah, yeah.
So telling it from perspective of when they do it from Bad Batch is what I'm assuming they're doing. Pretty sick.
Oh, speaking of which, Anniversary just entered the game.
Wow.
Damn.
And that's another thing is like balancing wise, she should be like on the same level as a commando, right?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, she'd make a pretty good reinforcement.
Yeah. It's like Inferno Squadron as reinforcement at the. If you
Yeah.
wanted to
That's like-
incorporate them, that'd probably be the way to go.
Yeah. So it's like adding like Boss and Delta Squad and just him alone as a hero. Except Boss is obviously better, but it's not the point.
Yeah.
You know, the only reason I say that is because obviously that means it's highly, highly unlikely all three of them are like doing work together. That was also in LA. That's also motion capture, which is also in the exact same place and time. So that's what I was thinking. Well, I wouldn't want that. It's just
Something to point out.
just staying. Yeah, it's happening. That's our closest thing about any Battlefront 3 news we could possibly get at the moment.
Yeah. Oh man. You know, I do think that for EA Play, we are gonna get something related to, like, we are gonna get Battlefront related news.
Yeah, either that or
Oh,
Fallen
and-
Order is like guaranteed, I think.
Yeah,
Of honestly, I think both.
Honestly, yeah.
and maybe some other games that they have planned.
Didn't EA say they were gonna double down on Star Wars games? So they were gonna go from like 2 to 4 or something?
And they have like they said they have multiple projects as well.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Oh, I just headshotted that Asian. with
And they
shotgun.
wouldn't just want to announce it like Ubisoft did. They want to announce it on their own, platform. EA Play.
Yeah, well. Looking great, I guess. So is that everything we want to talk about in terms of Battlefront?
I think so.
Yeah.
We went over a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine if
thank
they
you.
added every single thing we wanted.
Oh yeah. It'd be
That's
fun.
gonna be like
A great game.
we're secretly like
Fantastic
developing the
game.
game, something like that, or something. Or maybe they're
Whoa,
watching
yeah.
us and they're like
Yeah,
writing
they're
it
taking
down.
notes. You guys
Yeah.
should take notes. You're
If
watching.
they actually add the Admiral feature, which is like very, very unlikely,
Oh, this is a good
that'd be
addition.
fantastic.
Yeah. Honestly though, I would be happy with just a good bit more heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Well, yeah,
that's
obviously
what
it's only
Battlefield is
by
to me.
lightsaber
I
combat,
love the
but-
heroes.
I think
I
the
wish they
biggest.
did tweak it.
I think their biggest problem is they're running out of like ideas for hero abilities.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you need
true.
creative people.
Yeah.
Pretty
And
easy.
not an
I remember,
indie
like,
team on the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I saw like a video concept for like Thrawn. I forget who did it, but like it was pretty good. And I always had this idea like it would be cool if like Thrawn had this ability where like he like did like a permanent buff, where like a character would have this buff for the rest of the game as long as Thrawn's alive or as long as that character dies, and that could be pretty interesting.
Yeah, like really
Well,
interesting.
that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
very unique.
obviously don't make
to
it
that
like
character.
an insane buff, like a very slight buff, like maybe to get a reduce the cooldowns and like a bit more health regeneration, something like that.
Yeah, like
Just a very
BB-8s.
slight thing, but it's permanent. It could be like BB-8.
Yeah, that makes it just that much more special.
Yeah. It could be a pretty
To be fair,
interesting stuff
they
like
only
that.
had
Could be
one-
interesting.
They had one
They need to
hero
add just
designer,
different and more concepts. Yeah, they need to
so they
like,
need at least
have
one
like, a whole
more.
team.
Yeah, they need like
Yeah.
more devs and so on and so forth.
So
you
they-
know,
yeah, they
that's,
need a
that's-
dev
See,
to
it's like
team of
when they're done with
AAA
Battlefield, they should go
title.
all hands. Oh god, they should go all hands on deck with
We got this. We win
with
these.
Battlefront 3.
Yeah, they literally had a dev team smaller than
See,
an
win
indie
those.
company,
Win those. Get my shield though.
which is insane.
Yeah.
It's like No Man's Sky, that's like, they have like 40, 50 developers, and I'm pretty sure that was more than what Battlefront had at the time.
Yeah, there was that point in time where Battlefront had like 2 developers on it.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
man,
insane.
that was
Wait,
ridiculous.
really?
Something like that can't happen again. No, it was
Wait,
a
really?
joke, but it was practically like two
Yeah,
developers.
there's literally like less than 20 people working
Yeah,
on
it took them forever to fix super game-breaking bugs and stuff like
They,
that.
do you remember when they literally had to remove Palpatine? Because I'm pretty sure they didn't have like the dev power to actually
Yeah, it
fix
was just
him.
insanely broken. Man.
And if you have like the team who does State of Decay, which is Undead Labs, who used to be an indie game company, as they've got like 140 employees now. And like a year and a half ago, they had like, let's say, 30. Which is pretty insane.
Yeah, you know, just the hard
Especially
work and
compared
so
to
on. and so forth.
Battlefront. I mean, granted, they were acquired by Microsoft, but I mean, it's DICE. DICE is EA, you know, AAA studio. You'd think
Whoa.
they would have, or put in more than that than they did.
Yeah. I don't know, it's exciting.
That's one thing I hope they do. If they don't do that, I wouldn't want DICE doing it. As much as I want DICE to do it, I don't think they'd be able to do what they can if they're not even focusing on Battlefront.
Now, is that EA that pulls away developers, or is it DICE themselves?
I think it's EA.
I feel like I feel like it's like a kind of joint decision, really.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Because they're like, we've done all we can, and then like DICE kind of wanted to carry on. It seemed. How every
Yeah,
all,
it
like, all the
definitely seemed like
developers,
it definitely seemed like EA pressure.
yeah, and they've been like, oh, this is our IP.
No, sorry.
Star Wars isn't. So
I just put down my shield.
I can't see my health.
Oh. Oh. Alright, I can see. Sorry.
I mean, it makes sense why they do it, but yeah. Because it's their IP, they're obviously going to want to work on their IP and not someone else's, which I get, but
I don't.
you're not going to.
I'm pretty sure.
And that's they're not interested in Star Wars. Yeah. EA would
Yeah, but
say
EA tell them to do that, because it's like, well, EA, like us, we own this IP, we're not going to work on this Star Wars game, which isn't our IP, instead of our IP. That makes sense. And they're not going to put
Yeah.
someone else's IP in front of their own, is what I'm saying. Which makes sense, but it shouldn't be how they approach it at all.
Where's the people in our chat?
Up top.
That's counts. Okay then.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't help they literally had 3 studios help make Battlefront, and then they still had a dev team less than 20. Obviously I know Motive left right after launch, but still, there's still another developer helping them on the way.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate, and like that's like I said, just handle it better. I mean, it's the most simple answer I can give, less complicated answer I can give. I mean, I can go all into it all day, all night probably, but it's known. I think I would hope they learn from their mistakes, just by the fact that they're pulling people away from Battlefront, making Battlefield 6, which I don't know, that's a smart decision, but I mean, they're taking something from it, I suppose. But like really, that's really it. Like they need to do. I mean, I'm sure they will do better, but it's to me like Battlefront 2 is like relatively in the past now. What happened happened. They made a good game. Good job to Dice and so on and so forth. Like now we just gotta just hope they learn from their mistakes at this point.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That.
especially after everything that's happened after the cancel, because it's only just grown in popularity, which is really
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, really
Even,
weird. Yeah, really weird. Yeah.
Shouldn't have
I
happened
would not
at
have
all,
accepted
perhaps.
that. I would not have expected
Yeah.
that.
Because more players than it's ever had, and they haven't had content since April last year, yeah.
What?
Yep.
I saw something like someone wanted like a different developer to revive Battlefront 2 and just carry on support. It's kind of stupid.
Unlikely. Yeah. That's not
Yeah,
how.
I know.
that's
No,
not how
like
it
I
works.
said before, I think the Battlefront license is going to stay to EA, and I think it's up to EA to make Battlefront games. I don't think another developer can make a Battlefront game. If they can make a shooter, they're going to have to call it something else.
Yeah, definitely.
Unless they give the Battlefront, if they just like give the Battlefront rights
My
out,
shield,
which
Darky,
is
my shield.
unlikely.
Am I hurt?
Yeah, you're very weak.
Okay.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's up to EA if they want to get rid of the Battlefront rights, and I don't think they are.
Are you
Yeah.
for now?
Yeah, they're not going to. Alright. Well, I think we've said pretty much everything we've wanted to say. Chris,
Yeah.
do you want to do the outro? Or...
Right, okay, I should work on my outros. Okay, so, thanks everybody for listening to this episode from us. Be sure to like and subscribe. Be sure to check out the podcast's Twitter account, same with all of ours. I'm pretty sure they'll all be on screen.
Right.
Yeah,
They'll be in the descriptions at least.
Right, yeah, of course. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.